happy Friday, and welcome to Getting Baked with Crystal, who's ready to get baked!
Woo!
Let's do this. So, I see you guys asking what's up with these brownies. Why are they purple? It's ube brownies. It's purple yams. If you haven't heard me talk about it already, purple yam, also known as ube, is native to the Philippines, very popular in Filipino dishes, especially desserts, from what I understand. It's absolutely amazingly delicious. It does not taste like regular orange yams. It tastes kind of almondy, vanilla-y. It's sweeter. It's freaking amazing. I think I've only had it in ice creams and gelatos, but I've really been wanting to do something with it lately. So, several months ago, I went on Amazon and I got the ube extract, only to be told by Katie, who is married to a Filipino gentleman, that that's not enough. Once I started looking at recipes, I realized that was the case, and I needed to get some purple yam jam, also known as ube halaya. This I found at a local Filipino market. If you can't find it there, you might have to try online and see what you can find. But this recipe does call for both of them, so I did have to wait until I had both of them and then find the perfect recipe that I wanted to make. I know we just made brownies, like 2 weeks ago, but that was different. Those were white brownies. These are purple brownies. I'm really excited for this. I really hope they're good. Have you had ube, Dan? I can't remember.
I don't know if I've had ube before or not. I'm gonna go with I don't remember. Okay. If I did ever, it was probably technically once, but I don't remember. But I don't know what's a purple yam jam? It sounds like something out of the '60s with the dude from Grateful Dead or Crosby's Sneeze and Nash or
it's what happens in the middle of a fish show. There's purple yam jam.
Yeah, right, purple yam jam. Hey man, did you try the purple yam jam?
Don't eat the purple yam jam.
No, I think you do. I think you do eat the purple yam jam.
Good stuff.
Yeah, right. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
I think you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom asked what we were making this week, and I told her, and she was like, "Ugh." And I said, No. Remember we had the ube gelato and you loved it. She's like, "Oh yeah, bring me some tomorrow."
Yeah, but this is coming from the lady that spit
out the s'mores crispy treats.
Spit out the s'mores crispy treats. S'mores is offended. Nobody ever swallowed my stuff before. I'm excited. I'm really excited. You know who's excited? It's Topo's down there. He's excited too.
Yes, he is right smack in the middle of the kitchen floor, because that's the best place for a cat, right?
Oh yeah.
I see most of you have not had ube. A yam with almond extract, sort of, Chris, not quite. I'm telling you guys, you have to try it. I don't know about this recipe because I haven't had it yet, but if you are somewhere that has ube flavored something, try it. Misty fan named Jen says, I've had ube mochi from an Asian market. What did you think? She says yum.
Maybe that's where, if I had it, it would probably be from an Asian market.
Yes.
From what are those things that are that look like they're colorful and great, but they're just bean paste?
I think that's mochi, isn't it?
The mochi. Maybe, I don't know.
They look fun, and every time we get them, we're not impressed.
I'm not sure exactly what to expect.
You're gonna love them.
Greg says, I want purple brownies.
I'm really interested to see how purple they actually come out, because you guys know as well as I do, these pictures on these blogs don't always look exactly like what we end up making. I know that there's some fine-tuning of colors and filters and all that stuff, but this is definitely purple. I don't think I've opened this yet. Let's see. I would imagine this is purple as well. This is very purple as well, so it's gotta turn out purple, right? It's gonna be purple.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, and everything ube that I've had has been purple. It's distinctly purple. What do you eat that's purple? There's purple carrots.
Sometimes, when you're a kid, you gotta eat the salad. There's some purple in there. There's the purple strings. Otherwise, one time they made purple ketchup for the Hulk movie. They made purple and green ketchup.
They did, I remember that.
What else is purple? I mean, if you're Grimace's...
I guess kind of grapes are purpley, but not really purple. They're kind of reddish.
Or Grimace's girlfriend, and she's
you're
purple.
Not Christina with the super chat, thank you so much for the support.
Hi,
we really
Christina.
appreciate it, and thank you for joining us. She says, happy Friday, love and miss you guys. We love and miss you guys too. We really need to get together as soon as somebody gets a Fauci ouchie and can hang out.
No more. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I want to go down and see you guys. I'll go to Knott's Berry Farm soon.
Yeah?
Yeah, I see my Knott's Berry Farm all the time.
Alright, so as usual, we're first gonna mix our dry ingredients. We're gonna start with 1 1/4 cups of flour. Dust in my bowl. And we're going to add to that a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
that says, I hate the purple cabbage in salads. You know, nowadays I'll just eat it, but like, I'm an adult, so I buy it without it in there. But that's
It's
it.
always too crispy, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it's not soft enough. I need to get something else to hold these together because this is too difficult
Not
to get
a little
apart.
necklace chain from like the
From the 90s?
Like the 90s?
I love these measuring spoons. I hate the thing that holds them together. It needs to be easier to get them apart. Okay, so half a teaspoon of baking powder.
Oh, blackberries are technically purple. Okay.
Okay, but
There you go.
not purpley. They're dark purple. Not many things are this well, the purple that it looks in the picture. We'll see how they actually turn out. I saw there was a super chat there.
There's a super chat from Brittany with the Kumiko emoji.
Thank you for the support.
Thank you
friend.
so much for the support. We actually saw another black cat outside yesterday with white on him.
It looks very similar to
Yeah,
Kumiko.
it looked like a boy cat, so I named it Kumanko because it looks like a man cat.
He is pretty thick and manly looking.
Froggy says purple cabbage is pretty good.
That must be what it is in the salad.
The purple
mix,
cabbage,
purple
yeah,
cabbage.
yeah.
I just don't like the texture of it. Okay, so that's it for our dry ingredients. Then we need to melt a half a cup of butter, which is a stick of butter. Eggplant is purple. Yeah, I don't think it's really
Oh,
purpley
right.
inside though, right?
No, just the emoji.
Just the outside of it is purple.
Right.
So I guess there are a handful of purple foods, but not a whole lot. No, I didn't put that in paper towels. Excuse me with your
Oh,
fingers.
sorry. Cyber Husky said Gilly Doo's birthday is Sunday. I thought Gilly Doo already had a birthday. I guess we have him every year, huh? I'll be making cupcakes tomorrow for the party we were having for him. Ooh, how fun.
Awesome.
That's
Happy
fun.
early birthday to Gilly Doo.
Uh-huh. Yes. When's paint night?
That would be Wednesday.
That'll be Wednesday. Actually,
This coming up Wednesday.
I'll put the link in the description for it. Crystal, are you going to give a second to mention it when I do that?
Yeah, let me stick this in the microwave first. So if you haven't already heard, we are doing a paint night next Wednesday night. We are painting this picture. You're welcome to paint everything you want to paint. Paint your walls, I don't care. We're gonna paint this picture. We have the stencil, we have the colors that we're supposed to be using. We're gonna see if we can replicate this design. It should theoretically be just like when you go to one of those places that why is my mouth not working today? That hosts the paint and drink parties.
Right.
Sorry, my butter was popping. You're welcome to drink. We might drink. Drinking makes painting more fun.
That's probably like a wine night.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't want to get too drunk while I'm painting.
No, because mine's gotta be like precision art, which means that like I have to try so hard for it just to like be like normal.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard
I'm
one.
telling you, like, I was talking to my mom and I'm like, yours turned out really good. And she's like, I don't think so. But look, every time I've ever seen anybody who's gone to one of those, like, you know, on Facebook, you see your friends and family posting the pictures and everybody's standing there with their paintings. Everybody's looks similar but a little bit different.
But they all look fun.
Everybody's looks good. Every single one looks good. And you're like, I would be proud if I painted that. But you still have stencils spelled wrong.
I couldn't it wouldn't, my button won't push. I try to like copy.
You spelled it right in the link, you didn't spell it right in the description. It says Paint Night Stencils.
Oh. Well, you guys know what I mean.
We get it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, plums. Yeah, the skin of plums is purple. So yeah. Anyway, so I recommend you guys give it a try. Don't be afraid to paint. I think my mom's painting turned out really good.
I'm so excited for it. I'm really excited for it. I have no idea what's gonna happen, and that's the best part. I think it's gonna be great. I think
this is a pretty basic design. It does have some shading, but I don't think it's gonna be that difficult to do. I wanted to find something small, so I purposely went through and found a 12 by 12 painting. I purposely went through the 12 by 12s and found something that seemed pretty simple to paint. Most of the stuff on there is pretty basic and simple. It's not super intense color blending or anything. And honestly, even if your color doesn't blend perfectly, it's a pretty basic picture. So don't be afraid. If you guys want to paint on Wednesday, place your order now. Go to social-artworking.com. The link is there in the chat, wherever that is for you guys. But go check it out. I'm pretty sure if you order today, you could probably get it there by Wednesday. But don't order any later than today. It usually takes somewhere within a week or so, maybe a little bit less. Mine came pretty quick this time. So hopefully that'll be fun. Hopefully you guys like it, and we can make this something we do a little bit more often.
That I'm excited.
I miss painting.
I'm excited for that, and I have no idea about painting, so it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, you've never really painted much. Mm-hmm. You have a couple of little canvases you've done here and there, but most of them you asked me to touch up the lines afterwards. That's the thing you have the hardest time with, is the straight lines around the edge.
Yes, but this time it's personal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hannah said that she's excited to paint with us. I'm excited for you to paint with us. Miss fan named Jen will watch painting night and probably just color in an adult coloring book. I
that
love
works.
Those.
Post those pics.
The F words.
Post those pics too.
Yes, absolutely. Whatever you guys create, whatever kind of art you create with us, I want you to post it. We'll probably post that in the RFS Dan and Fam page.
Yes.
Because it's not baking, so it'll go there.
Yes.
Dr. Detroit suggests that you should binge watch a bunch of Bob Ross videos. You'll be an art expert in no time.
I don't want my creativity like stifled or like influenced by him at all.
I am always impressed when people... I followed an account that... Well, I think I still follow them on Instagram, but they don't really do it anymore. But for a while, they were like, I'm going through all the Bob Ross videos, and I'm just going to paint all the pictures. And
yes, I see that.
They absolutely knocked it out.
Yeah, that's really fun.
But he's just like, here we go, and then on to the next, and on to the... And I'm like, whoa, slow it down. I'm too much of a perfectionist, and it takes me forever to paint a picture. So the real challenge will be whether or not I can actually finish this mushroom painting in one night. Because we all know how the elephants turned out.
I feel like I got this like Wayne's World theme kind of going.
You absolutely do.
I'm standing here agreeing with what you're saying, going like, yeah, Garth.
It's the mullety hair with the black hat with white writing.
Yeah.
That's
and monkeys are gonna fly out of my butt. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2.
Amanda said she is painting along as well. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I hope you guys enjoy it. Steve T is here, wants to know what is ube. Ube is a purple yam. Native to the Philippines, popular in their desserts and other things. I don't know if they really use it in foods. I didn't do that much research into this, you guys, but it's so unique I can't describe it to you other than it's kind of sweet, almondy, vanilla-y. It doesn't taste like anything else. It's not like, oh my gosh, eat this and it tastes like this. It's unique, but I promise it's delicious. It's got a good sweet flavor.
I'm excited.
I think you're gonna like it. You better like it. Lie to me and tell me you like it, even if you don't.
Yes.
Okay, so in our mixer, is anybody making this along with us, by the way? I forgot to ask that part. I don't know if anybody wanted to venture to try. A couple people did ask me for the recipe ahead of time, so I don't know if that's because they were planning on making it or just wanted to see what was going on, want to make it in the future, but let me know if you guys are baking along with us. King Cobra said, how did you choose this painting? Like I said, I just wanted to do something small. They have 16 by 20 paintings. A lot of them are simpler designs when they're bigger, but I wanted to do something smaller to not set the bar too high for us.
Yeah, I tried to go for like 1.0 too. Like I didn't want...
Yeah, I let Dan help pick. Like, I went through, found 12 by 12s, found a couple of simple ones, and said, what do you think you're capable of?
I mean, I'm not doing the hand that's drawing the hand, and I'm not going to paint the MC Etcher. MC Etcher with his stairs that go to where my brain just locks up. Like, not yet. Not on week one.
Not on week one. We'll take this up a notch. You'll see. You have skills. You just haven't tried them
yet. I think we all do.
I think so, too. Don't be afraid. Okay, so... we're going to combine the sugar and the butter, which we've melted. I don't think anybody said they are baking along with us.
Yeah, this is kind of a odd one. Maybe I feel like this might be a flight test for people to see if this is something, like, if we sign off on this, we might be responsible for everybody in the chat's opinion, like first opinion.
But see, nobody's here to taste this.
I'm here. What are you talking about?
No, I mean none of them.
Yeah, but they're gonna always go on. I heard it was good. I heard it sucked.
I hope that in the future you guys see ube flavor and you're not scared of it, and you're willing to give it a shot. Because I promise it's good, even though it's purple and kind of weird looking. I didn't fill up my sugar all the way, so now I'm scooping it spoon by spoon.
You got it. Look at that. That's some good spooning right there. Good spooning.
Pretty good at spooning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just level that off.
Oh, that was like perfect. I love that. That was satisfying.
Yeah, is it?
That was satisfying.
I learned that in 8th grade home ec.
Oh, nice.
Sam says, send me some and I'll taste test it, but you won't get it for like 3 months, and then it's certainly not going to be good by then. There's cream cheese in it.
You don't know the punchline to the joke yet. She hasn't got it yet, so we don't know if it's 3 months or not. We don't know what the punchline is. It's an ever-evolving joke like the Aristocrats.
Okay, so First combine melted butter and white sugar. So there's our butter.
Do we get to use the spreaded, the egg spreader?
No, that's not on this recipe. The separator.
Oh, hashtag no sticker Sam. Oh, Chris.
Oh.
Chris.
Now you're just making
Oh, Melissa says I'm baking them on.
Oh, all right. Yeah, she's one of the
right.
ones that asked for the recipe.
Yeah, hopefully it's not so hot there in Burbank. Oh, let's see what is going on over here. Excuse me, stepbro, which is Adrian. Ooh, I think I'm gonna burn the mushroom onto a wooden plank and then turn that into a charcuterie board. Perfect.
That sounds awesome.
Oh my god, that's art. All I do is look for when it doesn't have the logo, and then I click on it so I can see. Yeah, now I can't get rid of this little ones. That would be cool. I can't wait to see photos of that. I think I'll make a thread that night, and we'll post them all in the same thread so we can all see them.
So we don't fill it up.
Yes.
The sugar was just sitting on the bottom, so I'm basically hand mixing this right now.
Foxy Koala with the lazy chat. My KitchenAid mixer's at the other house, and I don't want to do it by hand.
Oh.
That's your right.
Fair enough.
I was listening to like 90s pop today.
Not surprised.
And
wait, I need more information. Give me like 3 bands that you were listening to.
Like, okay, so like what had happened is yesterday I heard Amy Grant, Every Heartbeat. Amy Grant, there's your
when I came into
and
bed,
like,
you were like, do you remember Amy Grant? I thought you were going to tell me she died, because like that's the only time you bring up people.
Oh, no, I think she aged well.
But yeah, apparently you were just rocking out.
Today I had this like meltdown of like cables where I was like trying to do cable management. So I'm like, I want to listen to some like pop, pop music from the 90s. So I found like 80s/early 90s pop, and it was pretty good. A lot of Janet Jackson. She was fierce. CNC Music Factor. Everybody dance now. Remember that? Things that make you go, A lot of Bobby Brown, you know?
Jeez.
Bobby Brown's too hot to handle and too cold to hold. You don't know.
You're right.
You don't know.
I don't know.
And you know what? That girl's poison. Poison. It was. You know what it was? It was junior high dance. It was the junior high dance playlist.
Can see that.
Yes. Don't remember. I wanna say you. It was
oh my
good.
god.
Tick-tock, you don't stop. Tick-tock, you don't stop.
Okay, so we've got our butter and our sugar. We're going to add eggs to this, and then our ube extract and jam. So let's start with the eggs and get those mixed in well.
Hello, you fool. I love you. Wanna go on a joyride?
I don't think I know that
That was
song.
like Roxanne. It was like I worked at Claire's. All right, are you doing my examples now?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I've had about enough. Brittany wants to know what you drank.
Nostalgia.
All right, so we'll start with our extract, and it's going to be a tablespoon of extract.
90s one-hit wonders. That's what I should have Googled.
So Melissa said she's baking along. Have you had ube before? I don't remember if she said in the chat if she's had ube before. Or is this a new flavor for you?
I feel like you're dark, but every time I go back there to turn you up a little bit on this side.
I feel like I'm red.
I mean, you are. Is that a trick question?
I feel like I look redder than usual.
Let me see if I can blow you out.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'll blow you out. Hold on.
So be careful with your ube extract because it's basically food coloring with a big, giant hole at the top. That is not conducive to pouring. I can tell that already.
I don't know if
and
that's...
it's going to stain. I think the extract is probably more for coloring than flavor. We'll see. Okay, so a tablespoon of the extract. Oh my gosh. Look. You see like how dark that is?
Is that ube?
It's extract. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Do you need more?
My fingers stain purple
Yeah, that's
now.
why I said, yeah, be careful. It's staining.
It tastes like
almond vanilla-y?
It tastes like
Be careful not to spill that.
it tastes like the ice cream cones at Thrifties. When you get like the ice cream cones and like the 1 scoop or the 2 scoops, just like cheapest ice cream cone. It tastes like that ice cream cone. Yeah? That's really good. It tastes like the ice cream cone from Thrifties.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna
like
get rid of this so we don't
like
stain
in the
anything.
like late 80s.
They don't taste like the 80s anymore?
I have like purple. I have now.
All right, let's see
now
if
it
this
looks
turns
like I went on a
instantly
date
purple.
with
Stop it.
Miss.
All right, instantly
It
purple.
is. I love it. I love it. I can't wait for my popcorn.
Brittany said, tastes like purple? Yes, yes it does. All right. Then we want a 1/4 cup of our jam. Oh, it is thick. I had talked about wanting to make a sandwich out of this, but I don't know if I would be down for the texture.
And these are the hands we're giving.
Stop!
No?
No.
Keep going?
No, I asked you to stop.
Do you want me to go down to the Love Shack?
Oh my god, you're gonna be fired.
Love Shack, baby. Oh, I have a microphone over here.
No.
I'm headed down.
Are you done singing?
I'm done singing.
Okay. I feel like you're not. This is very like sticky. It's more like a gelatinous texture. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
It looks applesaucey.
No, it's like stickier than applesauce.
Oh.
That's weird. Do you want to taste this?
No. No, after this now, like, I want to wait for it to be done. Like, I'm excited to see, like, what the difference is between, like, what I think it is, like, from when I tasted it and what you do with it. So, no, I'm gonna completely wait.
Okay.
It is purple, though. Oh, my gosh. It stains like, my fingers stain.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hannah with the super chat, thanks for the support, friend, says, I need what Dan is on tonight. Dan, please share.
Nope, I just got muzzled, so that's the Dan show. Now I'm just sitting.
You have the Dan show literally 4 mornings a week and on Saturday nights.
That's fine.
And Wednesdays are even Dan show.
There's Game 7 of hockey on, so I'll just be the sidekick over here. Go ahead, Garth.
No, you're the sidekick. I found an egg on the counter and got scared for a minute that I didn't put an egg in there, but that's for the topping. So only 2 eggs went into here. We've got our extract and our jam. Okay, so we're good. Let's mix this together. Brittany suggested I get you a muzzle. He left the room. He wasn't even paying attention. Sam says I need a shock collar for Dan. I am not opposed to that. Okay, so that's pretty well mixed. We're going to add our dry ingredients to this. Husky Tales 101 is here, says, hey, purple brownies, I'm intrigued. I'm telling you guys, it's kind of weird, but it's the jam. The purple yam jam. See what I did there? Oh, this is really thick. The jam was definitely like gooey and made everything all gooier. So purple. So the guys at work now, all know that I do this on Friday nights. I don't think anybody watches, but they know that this is a thing. And sometimes they reap the benefits. They had a chocolate cake last week. I brought in chocolate cake. And several of them asked me this week what I'm making this week. And each one of them that I told what this was, I said, oh, it's ube. And they made this face. And then I explained what it was, and they were all, oh, okay. Nobody was like, you have to bring something in, I want to try it. They were just like, yeah, no. Brittany says, I love that purple. I want my hair that color. I was thinking when I rinsed out the extract, it rinsed out the same way the purple hair dye does, where it just like, oh, here's a little drop, but then it turned into like a big blob in the sink, and there's purple everywhere. But yeah, it's a beautiful purple color. I think it's a little flatter on camera, but it is beautiful, and I am excited. Okay, so now we want to set aside about a 1/2 cup of this mixture for the swirl. We're gonna put the rest of it in the pan, but a 1/4 cup is going to be held aside for the topping. which isn't not really a topping because it goes into it before it goes in the oven, but it's going to be held aside to mix with. Okay, this is put it in here because it's half a cup. Quarter cup, half a cup, half a cup. I don't have enough out. Alright. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get this out of here and not make a huge mess of purple everywhere. I'm gonna make a huge mess of purple everywhere. Sam says I should dye your hair with the ube.
You're gonna have like a ube fingers for a few days.
I am. Yeah, I think that stuff's gonna be very steamy. Maybe there's a reason we've never cooked with ube before. It kind of tastes like Oops All Berries cereal milk.
Nice. Okay, that's a good progress.
You don't want to taste it?
Can I still use my same purple finger? Because like I need this finger for later, and it's already purple.
Would you agree a little Oops All Berries-ish?
A hint of it, but more battery now. Like batter, not like you push me down, like batter, like B-A-T-T-E-R, battery.
It's
Batter.
all spelled the same, but yes, I know what you mean. Like cake batter?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. I don't want to just dip my measuring cup in there because I don't want purple everywhere. All right, so there's about a half a cup. I'm gonna put this aside in a little bowl. And then I think I'm gonna put the rest of that in here because I think I need the mixer for the swirl stuff. I'm so scared. Like, I'm treating this like it's hair dye. I'm just like, don't touch anything, rinse everything immediately. We do actually have purple hair dye, Dan. If you were cool, you would have dyed your hair to match this.
Like I should have taken one for the team.
You should have.
I've been all purple.
I have a purple dress, and I thought about wearing a purple dress, but like I don't wear dresses on the show.
That would have been like a lot less committal than
yeah.
dyeing my hair purple than dyeing my hair purple.
So purple. Oh wait, I was supposed to put this right in the pan right now, huh? Darn it.
Oh yay. Okay, I got my leaves back.
Yeah?
Yeah, there they go. Okay. Yeah, I was having a little issue there. I don't know if I'd look good with purple hair. I remember when I used to look good with...
We did the base of yours purple once, and it wasn't the best.
I didn't like it. I don't like the dark.
Chris suggests that you could still wear the purple dress on the show. I don't know if you'd fit in my dress.
Probably not. I wouldn't want to wear it better.
That's the problem. I have these like really wide football player shoulders, and Dan is more delicate.
I have cute shoulders with sprinkles on.
Oh, aren't you so cute and delicate?
I am.
All right. So that pointless transfer has happened. Now I'm going to take my wrapper from my butter and grease my pan. I think I might need a little bit more butter, though. Is there more butter in this? No. Hey, can you get me my little container with the butter out of the bottom drawer? Please. Brittany with the super chat says, if you're using foil, form the foil on the outside of the pan. No, this time I'm just going to use butter and flour, but thank you for the suggestion, which you suggested when we made the other brownies, but I was already almost done. I do like that suggestion. That's brilliant. It's a much easier way to get it to that shape. I don't think this one actually tells you to do anything. No, doesn't tell you how to grease your pan. Sometimes I'll tell you, like the white chocolate brownies said to use foil specifically so you could lift it up out of there. This one doesn't suggest anything, so I'm just using the tried and true butter and flour method. Crystal the Animal Lover wants to know if you're ready for Pain Day on Wednesday. I think she means Paint Day, but I like Pain Day.
I'll be prepared for both, just in case.
Yes. Just trying to make sure I get all the little nooks and crannies here so it will come out easily. David Gonzalez says, ooh, cream cheese ube brownies. I've never had anything with ube in it before. I'm realizing most people have not. I don't think it's very common outside of the specifically Filipino community. Maybe a little bit more in other Asian communities as well, but mostly Filipino because that's where it is native to. I promise it's amazing. I promise you. It's not one of those things that's like, oh yeah, it's an acquired taste. No, it's a dessert taste. You will love it. So there's that. Now, even though I already transferred it to a bowl, let's transfer it out of the bowl. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot. I thought this was going to be a 9x9 or an 8x8 and then realized it said 9x13. It really doesn't seem like enough, but that's what it says. Maybe it'll rise a bit. I'm not really sure. Try to get as much of it out of here as I can. It's really sticky and really wants to stay in the bowl. Brittany's baking herself along with the show. Well, get baked, friend. I'm okay with that. Does not spread easily at all. It's not very liquidy. What's going on in the chat, Dan? I'm preoccupied and can't.
I'm back in the show again.
As long as you don't sing.
When I bake, I use the Baker's Joy baking spray. What spray do you have? Pam? Are you so old school?
No, I think it's like off-brand.
Will you be trying these tonight? That's a good question.
Yeah, I believe so. They're gonna be warm out of the oven, but I think we can try them. Like, I don't see any reason why not. You can eat brownies right after you make them, right? They're like soft and falling apart-ish, but
right.
We'll give them a few minutes to set, and we should be able to eat them. Speaking of which, I should preheat my oven. It's 350.
Any new vlogs this week for members? Yes.
Yes. No explanation, just simple answer. Yes, there will be one.
I'm pretty sure it was a binary question.
Usually you expand upon it and like, yeah, we did the whatevers. Alright, so it's a thin layer in this pan. We'll see. I may, in the future decide to do it as a thicker brownie, but we will see what happens. They look pretty thick in the pictures on the blog I found the recipe on, so I'm assuming it's gonna rise up some. So good. Purple's out of there. Oh, I have to rinse this real quick. Jess is here. Hello, Jess. What else is going on? And Brittany can't get over the color. Husky Tails loves that purple. I know, it's so bright, so unique. Unlike anything else I've ever baked. The flavor is unlike anything else I've ever baked. Although now that I'm tasting it, I will say, to me, it tastes like crunch berries. And I don't think I've ever had that thought before when I've had ube. But for sure, that's all I can think of when I'm eating it now. So now we're going to make the cream cheese topping that's going to swirl together with the batter that we saved. We saved a half a cup of the batter. We're gonna do a layer of the cream cheese filling over the top of this, and then drop the batter on it and swirl it together. It says with a chopstick. I don't know if I have chopsticks handy. I may have to just use a knife. Okay, so this is going to be, combine all the ingredients: cream cheese, white sugar, egg, and vanilla extract. So we'll put our cream cheese in there. Foxy Koala wants that purple as a nail polish color. It is such a good purple. I bet you could find it as a nail polish color. I wonder if they do things like, you know how you can go to Home Depot and bring anything and be like, match this paint color. I wonder if they do that with nail polish. Oh. Don't mind me just flinging cream cheese everywhere. Okay, so to the box of cream cheese, 8 ounces of cream cheese, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar. I already used all my 1/4 cups. Jason with the bug eye emoji. Jason, it's ube. I promise you would like it. Even though it looks weird and you'd probably be hesitant to try it because you don't like things that look weird, I promise it's delicious. Lost my knife. Hannah says, ooh, there's cream cheese. I love cream cheese. Every recipe is better with cream cheese. Every dessert recipe. Alright, so let's see if we can start that going. I don't know if my cream cheese is soft enough. It's getting there. And Crystal says, anything you make, Crystal, looks delicious. Well, thank you. I don't always think they taste good, but they usually look pretty decent. Alright, we're plenty soft on there. We'll let that mix up for a bit. We're going to crack this egg. There goes 1 egg in here and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Not almond, vanilla.
What about the machine? Are you using the machine to get the yolk out?
I'm not separating on this recipe. I'm just getting the membrane out because you know how I feel about membrane. I do have a recipe, I think next month we're going to do a recipe that will require separation of eggs that I will not be doing by hand. I will use the little egg separator man for that. Okay, so let's get our 1 egg and teaspoon of vanilla extract into here. No, Chris, I will not be going insane in the membrane this time. A little extra in there, but I'm not afraid. Alright, so we'll get that mixed in. Skydreamer wants to know what's going on the street next. I don't think Dan's listening.
I don't, what does that mean?
Like the fish tank?
Nothing.
I don't think we have anything else to give away like that.
That was it. Nothing's gonna top that. Like I've learned from every sequel movie, not to do that. Except for Gremlins 2 and except for Ghostbusters 2. Those were both good. But I've learned from every sequel movie, get out while you're ahead. So I've retired from that. It was really fun though. It was a week.
David has something he's been curious about and wants to know what my favorite video game growing up was. Honestly, Tetris and Dr. Mario. Those are my jams.
Remote control.
Huh?
Remote control?
Remote control?
Did you ever play that?
Oh, yeah, I think we did have that. From the game show?
Yeah.
I think we did have that. That does sound familiar. But my favorites were Tetris and Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario is still one of my favorites. And Tetris, I just don't play it as often. I'm just trying to get the blobs of cream cheese off of here that stuck to here and didn't mix in. You don't want to eat this. It has raw
No, I'm good.
eggs.
I'm good. I was just peeking.
Foxy Koala says they do at Orly Color Lab where you can make custom nail polish. Awesome. Brittany says The Sims. That was my jam for a while, but not when I was a kid. I was well into my 20s when that was a jam. Because I didn't know Sims was... I don't know when... Was it Sims 1 we played?
You were Sims 2.
Sims 2?
I did have Sims 1.
I remember...
Sims 2 is what we...
I remember Sim City. When I was in junior high, I took a shop class, and we were on year-round, so every 3 weeks, you would do a project. So whatever project you did would last for 3 weeks, in like whether it was woodworking or whatever, and one of the 3-week segments you could do was to play Sim City, which I never did, because I'm like, I'm here to take shop class, I want to work with tools and make things out of wood. But some of my friends did Sim City, like sat on the computer and built their little city. I never played it. I never played any Sim anything until you showed me Sims 2, I guess. All right.
That one you did play for a lot of years.
I did, but I just like to build houses. That's really all I want to do. I just want to build houses. Even now, like at work, every time somebody sends plans and it's for a house, I'm always like, ooh, how's this house laid out? They're never good. They're always basic. I just want a really cool house to come in one time. Okay, so we are going to spread this mixture evenly across the top and then drop blobs of the leftover purple. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Let me get the purple out of here before that's a mess. Brittany says that I should play Minecraft. I don't know that I would like Minecraft. I don't have the attention span for those kinds of games, really, anymore. I play a lot of phone games. I play Dr. Mario on the phone. What else do I play? Oh, on the Switch, I like the Super Mario Odyssey is a lot of fun. And what else do I play? Yoshi's Crafted World. And Super Lucky's Tale. That one's fun too. That's a bunch of little challenges. I'm not sure how thick of a layer I'm going to be able to get out of this, so I'm just trying to be careful and make it sort of thinnish. Oh, Chris. Chris says, I once ate at this shady fish market where the catch of the day was salmonella. Boom. Oh, man. Did you have dad jokes before you were a dad? I'm just curious. You seem like the type with the cheesy, like, pun jokes. Or is this a new thing since you've been a dad? Really not a whole lot of this to go around. I still feel like this should have been in an 8x8 or 9x9. But as we know, when I try a new recipe, I always try it exactly as they tell us to do it. Because clearly somebody made this and it worked. Chris says, hashtag dad jokes for life. One more scrape in here and see what else I can get out. Somehow this needs to be a solid layer. Foxy Koala says, I love playing Spyro. I think that was on PS2, wasn't it? I think my high school boyfriend had a demo of that. But I don't think I ever played the full game, but I think I remember liking that. I think that was kind of a, like a, wasn't it kind of Crash Bandicoot-y? Spyro the Dragon?
More like Lucky Tales.
Was it?
It was more 3D-ish than linear.
Got it.
It was good.
Crash Bandicoot was my jam back, like, in college days. I played a lot of that, too. This is really hard to spread, and I'm trying to be careful not to swirl the purple into it, even though after I do this, I'm just going to swirl purple into it. Hannah with the super chat says, Dan, your cup gave me hiccups.
Oh, yes. That's kind of built in. It's like, you could also be like Dan and have hiccups too.
Are you as embarrassed as he was?
Right. So yeah, that's built in. That's a built-in feature. I could have had it say fun phrases or be on-screen accurate, and I chose on-screen accurate.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Amanda says, that's the part that won me over, but when I'm mad and he tries even harder to make me laugh, it's so much more frustrating. I feel you, friend. I get it. And does he do that like, you're laughing, you're not mad, you're laughing. Don't make me laugh when I'm mad. Let me be mad. Let me wallow in my madness. Wait, that's different. I'm sure you don't have to be as perfectionist-y as I'm being with this, but just let me do me. That time wise. Okay, this has to bake for I think 30 to 40 minutes. All right, make me stop. I'm gonna be here forever trying to make it perfect. All right. Amanda says, our relationship is able to legally drink now. Dang, 21 years? Congratulations, guys. We're coming up on 17 here. Okay, so now we're gonna take a spoon and we're gonna drop blobs of this sticky purple goo. I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work. I'm gonna try small blobs because it's a big pan. Not very good at this. Amanda, can you come over and marble this for me? Because you're really good at that.
Are you able to come there? Is that okay? Thank you.
You know, you gotta keep the cat in frame still. You gotta keep that
You
cat.
know, half of them are only here for Mooch.
Right. So.
Amanda says we've been together for 21 years, but married 17. That's amazing. That's a long time. Sometimes I think about that, like, damn, 17 years. I remember being 17, and that was a whole lifetime, and, like, we've been together that long now.
Yeah, that's true. It's Blake that I'm like, oh man, Blake's old.
Yeah. It's weird to me that he's, like, a full-grown man now, because I used to hold him. Like, I've picked him up in my arms. And then I had a dream that I dropped him in a parking lot and his head cracked open and I never picked him up again.
My mom dropped my niece in the parking lot.
Yeah?
Well, no, it wasn't a parking lot, but like...
I thought it was the gutter.
It was the gutter. She was sitting down in the car and opened the door and she went rolling out into the gutter, so, you know.
Yeah, I had a super vivid dream and refused to ever pick Blake up after that. That thing that comes up on... like Facebook and stuff sometimes. One day your parents like had picked you up and then put you down and never picked you up again. I know when that happened. I remember the last time I picked Blake up because I was done after that.
I don't have a memory of my mom picking me up. I have a memory of do I? No.
So good.
I don't know, maybe. I like the ground just fine though. Like, I don't think I needed to be held. But I was pretty chill. Jess says, Jamie and I have been together for 24 years this year.
Nice.
Married for 19 this September. Almost time for a party. That's a long time. That's a lot of years. That's a lot of years.
All right. So now I need to try to swirl this, even though I'm no good at this.
Take a toothpick or something more like fine.
It said a chopstick. Do we have a chopstick handy?
We should have chopstick either back here. If not back here, on the very, very bottom, we have some chopsticks.
You got rid of all your chopsticks.
We at least have some like tape. We have metal ones somewhere. The skewer.
Skewers are not chopsticks.
Alright. Go back to your knife. It's the same thing.
I'm trying to find a chopstick because that's what it said to use.
There's a pack of chopsticks right there. That's what they're for.
Alright, alright. How do I break these apart? Just pull?
Yeah. Pull a little lower.
Alright. Trying to see if there's a picture. Like, can I see what it looked like when you swirled it? No. They just have one picture of after they're done. Is that working?
Yeah, it's working. It's starting to look like the thumbnail.
Yeah?
Yeah. Totally working.
I'm not very good at random. I'm really good at, like, planned out straight lines. Not good at random. Just trying to get it even-ish. You have to tell me when to stop. Do you think that's good?
Yeah, that's fun.
I feel like there's too much purple over here.
If so, take it down over there. Take it down to...
Alright, I need to stop.
That's good.
So good. Okay, 350, 30 to 40 minutes. We're gonna start with 30. All the hard work is done. Is it time for a drink?
Sure.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Sweet.
Hey, you're quick on that.
On what?
Today I got breakfast burritos for Blake and I. I was up really early. I was at Home Depot. And I got breakfast burritos. And I texted Blake this morning.
From Home Depot?
No, it's from the place like on the same street as Home Depot where all the construction is.
Fun.
And so, oh, there's the camera. So then I text Blake like, oh, I have a big, and then instead of sending him the burrito emoji, I sent him the eggplant emoji. And then after that I sent him like LOL and then the burrito emoji. But he came darting out here.
Yeah, he wanted to see your big eggplant?
He came darting out here for the burrito.
He just knew you had food.
Yeah.
He's
right.
not particular. Hannah with a super chat. Thank you again for the support, Princess. It looks amazing.
Oh, I'm telling you, they're built in.
Oh, fake it could be a joke.
Yep, they're built in. Look what you did, Hannah.
Now my eyes are watering. I need vodka. Whew. Hey, I need to grab tissue.
All right. Here, I'll mix Crystal's drink. I have these cute little mixture deals. I don't know where they're at. They're like glass, and they're fantastic. But, oh, here they are.
Don't break them.
But that's what they're for.
I know, don't break it though. I don't know if I trust you with that.
That's mine.
This is yours.
Look, now I've made you a drink.
Melissa said stop, but I already stopped because there's a delay. But thank you, friend. Those are great, but I feel like it never pulls the alcohol up from the bottom.
Well, I'm taking my cool little pokery thing. I'm going home.
You are home. Whoop. What did we miss here? Tristan said never tried ube. What's it taste like? It is described as almondy and vanilla-y. I think sort of like Captain Crunch Oops All Berries. It's a very unique flavor though. Crystal says, yay, vodka Crystal. Thank you, Amanda. She says my marbling was amazing. Cyber Husky says her glass must be defective because she doesn't have hiccups. Time for the sit-up method? What's that, Hannah? Anytime I have hiccups, I get like 3 or 4 hiccups because I just force myself to burp and then the hiccups go away and it's never an issue. So anytime I see somebody that like can't make hiccups go away, I'm baffled. Like, can't you just make yourself burp and it goes away, right? I think that works. Linda says, I don't like nuts apart from friends and family. Even then it's a little questionable. It's not really nutty. It's not a nut, it's a yam. It's made from a yam, I think. Yeah, it's not a very appetizing picture, but can we get the, this camera? You can kind of see in the background here, these are the purple yams, but I feel like their printer was running out of ink. No, I was trying to like close up on that. I think their printer was running out of ink because the coloring's kind of weird and orangey yellowy. But yeah, it's definitely a yam. Hannah says, supposedly if you do sit-ups, I can't see because that box is over the chat. If you do sit-ups, it makes the diaphragm stretch. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Brittany says, I make my hiccups go away. Do you burp like I do? Cyberhusky says, when my niece was little, she called them hip-ups. Maybe that's my problem. So, I didn't set a timer. Oh yes, I did set a timer. Look at me. I'm on top of things. Because I hadn't had vodka yet. What are you guys doing this weekend? We got like 20-something more minutes to kill. What's going on this weekend? I'm going over to my mom's house to finish up painting the kitchen. We're going to do the ceiling white. We're going to paint the trim white. We're going to put shelf liner in. We're going to hopefully just be done with the whole darn thing after this weekend and not have to go back and deal with little things, but it is amazing.
Sounds like fun.
Really good. No, I wouldn't call it fun.
Enjoy doing that.
It's one of those things where it sounds great in the beginning and the finished product is great, but the work that needs to be done to actually make it happen is just so tedious.
Right.
So much.
At least it's in a home stretch.
Chris is staying inside as much as possible.
Yeah, I think we get like 3 days of hot, and this week was nice actually. This week, when I say nice, like, I didn't melt too bad this week. Even right now, it feels okay.
That wasn't too bad.
And, but we're about to get like 3 straight days of like triple digit, like high triple digits. And then it's going to go back into the 90s allegedly. And I think it will. And that'll be nice. But for the next few days, it's going to be like, I don't know, what do you call like, not when you're hangry from you're hungry, but like when you're
We call
like,
that
hot.
hungry.
Hungry?
Hot and angry. Hungry. Crystal's got rain coming, so not doing anything. Brittany's working. Meccan's fixing her burnt truck. Aww. Doris is repairing a hole she made in the bathroom wall. Aww. One time Blake tripped and put his knee through the wall, and that was the day he learned how to patch a hole in the wall, because I wasn't fixing it for him. I bought him the kit and showed him how to do it. Foxy Koala is finishing painting the walls and redoing the kitchen this weekend. Awesome, so we'll be doing kind of the same. Lady Cat's hanging out at a brewery tomorrow night.
That sounds fun.
Yeah? You haven't been out to a brewery in forever, since before pandemic started, huh?
Yeah, it's been a couple years now.
Dang, Uncle Yukon says it may be as high as 110 Monday. Current record is 103. Wow. So he'll be sleeping in the tub, apparently.
Yeah,
Be careful.
I've done that before.
Prop yourself up, bro.
I've taken multiple showers before in a day, just to cool back down.
Yeah. I used to, when I worked at the print shop and the air didn't work very well, and in the afternoon the sun would hit the windows that weren't tinted, so it would just be so hot. I would come home at lunch, put my hair up, take an ice cold shower, and then get dressed again and go back to work. That was my lunch break.
Right.
It's so nice not to have to do that. Brittany points out you haven't been to a brewery since you went camping.
There you go. That was it.
It's nice. You guys know our lives better than we do sometimes. Hannah with the super chat says, I tried burping, it didn't help. Oh, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 tries. I don't know. Amanda's starting to make a list for what to pack for her and AJ's trip to Florida soon. What's making you go to Florida? Do you have family out there you're visiting, or are you just like picking a spot on the map and going? That's a long ways from home.
Man, I better choose that hair for me.
Tristan's going to Adventure Island and then cooking out at her sister's house. What's Adventure Island? I've never heard of that. Where's Tristan live? Like, not on this side
Florida.
of the country. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's a Florida thing. Is there alligators and stuff at Adventure Island? I imagine there's lots of alligators. Do you dodge the
I
alligators?
think that's what they call, like, we're the Sunshine State, they're like Adventure Island.
Like the whole state is just Adventure Island?
Yeah. Florida's full of a bunch of wackadoodles, right, Tristan? She'll tell
This whole
us.
country is. Amanda says she might try and see if she can plan a mini vacation at a hotel that has a water park indoors. Oh, is that one? What's that one called? Amanda went to the one out here, like in California. I can't remember what it was called, but it was all like woodsy looking inside, and then they had a water park inside. That was pretty amazing. Foxy Koala says, I'll wrestle the gators. I don't doubt that, friend. Post a video on Instagram if you do, please.
Yeah, make it cute.
Can wrestling an alligator be cute? How do you make that look cute?
I mean, all the other pictures, all the animals look cute. I'm like, oh, look how like that lion, that tiger thing's walking towards
Yes,
the picture.
Great Wolf Lodge, that's what it's called.
I went to the Holodome in New York,
What's that?
and it was like this big Holiday Inn, and it had all the hotels and stuff on it. In the middle of it was a big water park. So
crazy.
rad, and it was all indoors.
Is it just all humid inside? I feel like it would just be all humid.
I
and,
was a
like,
kid.
Smell like pool.
I was a kid. I was like 10, so I didn't register temperature.
Right.
But the Holodome was rad.
Interesting.
Yeah, everybody.
Paul Mall says hi. Hello, Paul Mall. You're a little late for the recipe, but it should be coming out of the oven in 20 minutes. And you can see our purple yam jam brownies. Jess says, I didn't even think about alligators in Florida. Maybe that will be my goal. Your goal to what?
Okay.
What's the goal? To wrestle an alligator? Is that your new life goal? Make sure you record that, please. Hannah with a super chat says, my final tried method work. Well, of course it was your final, because if it didn't work, you would have kept trying. Breathe in, swallow, breathe in again without letting out the breath. Repeat until you can't breathe in anymore.
I don't remember how mine went away.
It's interesting. Everybody has different techniques for getting rid of hiccups. I used to give Blake a spoonful of sugar when he was a kid, but I think it was more psychosomatic. You just give him the sugar and he'd be excited to have sugar and be distracted from hiccups and stop having hiccups.
Or time just goes by.
Yeah, eventually they go away, right? Shannon says, we have a great wolf. They aren't all that, but they're okay. I think they're good for, like, little kids. Little kids seem to really enjoy them. Oh, Jess is going to Florida for 3 days for a retreat. Maybe I need to see an alligator. I mean, might as well. I hear they're fairly abundant there. I've got one in the rocks if you want to come see it.
Only white people go on retreats, right? Like
Retreat is a very white people word.
I'm going on a retreat. I bought SPF 30, and it's gonna be great, right? It's gonna be great.
Yes.
I watched Dexter. It's humid, Jess. It's gonna be humid.
They're
there.
always sweaty.
A gator is just a husky without hair.
I don't know about that. Foxy Koala says, come to the zoo and I'll let you pet one. A gator?
I'm in.
Do you pet gators?
I am in.
I think you're good because I think they don't have any strength. Their strength is all in closing their jaws, not in opening them. So you can like pet their nose and they can't do anything about it, even if they don't like it. Also, I have a turtle. I pet my turtle. She doesn't like to be pet, not at all. Some of them I see on the internet, they like it when you like take a toothbrush and rub it down their back. Every time you touch my turtle, she's like, "What the hell are you doing? Leave me alone."
I had a crocodile mile, so I'm cool with alligators.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I watch it. As long as you have an old rickety lawnmower, I'll fight off the alligators.
With a lawnmower?
Yeah, that's what Steve Irwin was doing, remember?
Yeah, well, how'd that work out for him? Hannah says, for me, retreat always meant work, but at a different place. I don't know. I feel like retreat seems bougie. Like, I'm going to a retreat, and we're gonna meditate and sit in a yurt. Are you sitting in a yurt, Jess? Will you sit in a yurt? I think. Look, I have to look it up for you. I think it's like a tent, but not. It's hippie things.
I don't think Jess is going into the air of Florida. She like lands on a plane and gets in a rent-a-car and then goes to the hotel and does her conference and gets back in the rent-a-car and goes to the airport and then goes back home. I don't know if she breathes any outside air in Florida.
Look, that's a yurt. It's a fancy tent.
You have to get an Airbnb yurt.
If you guys don't know, that's a yurt.
Nope, it's only on our faces.
Nope.
Here, I can bring it over here.
This one on? Can you do it? Can you do it?
Can we live in a yurt?
We might need like 3 or 4 yurts put together so I can put you in a different yurt.
I think Jess needs to yurt. Jesse.
Amanda says they tape alligators' mouths closed to let the public pet it. That sounds awful.
Stop giving Crystal ideas.
That's awful. Jess says they have yurts in the UP you can stay in. I would stay in a yurt. I don't know if I could live in a yurt, but I would stay in a yurt.
Just got our package today too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it showed up.
Good deal. So what else is going on?
Sorry, I'm chewing down like breakfast burrito.
Have we not learned to eat before the show? Chris says that I'm going to tape your mouth shut so people can pet you. Yeah.
No, don't give her...
Yeah, if DanCon ever happens, you can pretty much rest assured I'm going to bring some tape.
You're going to shovel me in like Hannibal Lecter?
At some point, you guys are going to have had enough, and we'll have to tape Dan's mouth shut.
It'll be great. You guys will all show up to DanCon. Like, this is great. Like, I finally get to meet like somebody from like the internet. And then by the end of it, I'm like, yeah, and you guys are like, man,
I wish he put his shirt back on.
It's only Saturday. Like, we still got 2 more days of this. Man,
That's why I'm saying we need to like everybody plan a vacation and we'll
I've
like
seen
meet
it.
up sometimes and have dinner together.
I've seen it in a documentary. I tried to watch that Pauly Shore documentary, the most recent Pauly Shore documentary, and 3/4 of the way through it, I'm looking at Crystal going like, all right, if you drop something loud over there, we can run out of the room and
You'll
run out on
never
Pauly
notice.
and not come back till the end. It was like that. Like by the end of it, like I wanted to go home and I didn't want to hang out with Pauly Shore anymore.
It was a little sad.
Man, Dan was like all 3 of the Hanover movies rolled into one.
Dory says she got a little waffle maker now because of the Daily Dance.
Thank you. Yes. Good. Yes. It's fun. They really come through.
Why don't you like get up in the morning on a Saturday and go get me some strawberries and make me some waffles with strawberries?
Because you're so much more particular than that. Like, did you see how those streams were just 3 different things to strawberries? No.
Those strings were what?
Yeah, it was just like, go get strawberries, pancakes in my mouth. You're
Waffles.
You're way more complicated than that. What did you think about the waffles?
They were good. I would like to try more of them. I was disappointed that they didn't look as perfect as the first time I came home and you were like, look at the waffle I made, and I thought you had Eggos.
But
Because they were so uniform.
and you know what threw me off is too much buttermilk. It made
Right.
it completely, and not in a bad way. It tasted good. The buttermilk threw off my game because now like
changed the texture.
It changed the texture and the viscosity and what I'm used to like putting in there. But it was still
Right.
good and fun. But if you need them to be like visually perfect, then they're gonna have to be like no buttermilk.
You should make me waffles again.
Yeah, I could do that. That was fun.
Make
I
it
like that.
perfect. Anna, with the hard-hitting questions, wants to know what you liked and what you hated about the bike shop.
Oh my gosh, from years ago. I love.
Why you gotta bring up the past?
I loved the interaction with everybody. It's been like you just get like one-on-one Dan time when you go in there, and it was fun, and it was nice dealing with people. I loved hanging out with the public. Like that was fun.
Interesting.
I made a lot less content on YouTube. I didn't like that part because I was satisfied with the results I was getting in person. I'd get all these customers coming in. I'd give them a fun bike experience. It'd be good times with Dan. We'd laugh. We'd have some fun. So then I'm satisfied. So I didn't do much content creating because I was like full. Like I was done at the end of the day of being on all the time. It's like one big live stream every day, except for there's actually an audience. So I like that. But yeah, what I didn't like is I didn't like not being able to create content because I used up all my energy at the bike shop. Yeah, I was there a lot.
And the hours you worked.
It was just the hours
late.
were hard, but that was it. I loved it. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah.
Nope.
What else you
Yeah.
got?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about the bike shop.
You forgot about it?
Not really. I saw the
Pushed it out of
neighbors.
your,
The neighbors out were out
brain.
there. The neighbors were out there riding their bikes the other day, and I almost went over there to show them like some things.
You were ranting at me about bikes because my mom's got bikes in her garage that are done, like she's done with them and they need to be donated. And she wants to sell them at a garage sale. You're like, nobody would buy those.
Like you can't sell those.
We
Just
had
give
an
them away.
argument that somebody would absolutely pay $10 for a bike at a garage sale.
And you're
Absolutely.
the person I dislike the most of the bike shop. Like I'm so done arguing with people about this question. So I think she should give them away to free or take them to the Avenue I place and turn them in for CRV because no one's ever gonna ride it.
I think somebody will.
Dan, would you see Jess again? I would.
At some point, eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good deal.
Yeah. That's it. Maybe you should just take a day off. I can make you look. Tomorrow morning, I'll make you waffles. Do you want waffles tomorrow morning? I'll make you waffles tomorrow morning.
Do you have strawberries?
No, but I can get some. What time
You
does
don't
all?
have to.
What time does all you open? Like at 9? You
think so.
You don't get up before noon. Are you here tomorrow?
Yeah, I have to get up early-ish and go to my mom's because before we do Dantics tomorrow, I have to go to my mom's and at least prep for painting.
Oh, so you're gone all day tomorrow and all day Sunday. Oh.
I'm hoping it goes quick, but I have to paint the ceiling.
Like the Sistine Chapel?
No, just white. I'm not
Okay.
like painting pretty things.
Right, okay.
But she had cabinets in places that there are no longer cabinets, and the cabinets were attached to the ceiling, or like up to the ceiling. So there's like discolored spots. So we're just doing a quick coat of white.
Oh.
But I say quick coat, but I need to like tape off and wash the ceiling because my mom doesn't believe in washing walls before you paint them, but I do.
I never washed walls before I painted, but I wash your walls before you paint. You don't have to, but
wash your walls like once a year.
It helps, yeah. Like sometimes all of a sudden it's just time to wash the walls, and a lot of stuff comes off the walls.
I try to go through about once a year.
Our town is so dusty. Like our town is so dusty.
Yeah, we live in a place that's super windy, super dry, and there's a dirt field diagonal across the street. So if you open any of the windows on this side of the house, and even if you don't, the house fills with dust.
You gotta kind of wipe it down.
I recommend just like some Pine Sol and wipe down your Pine Sol and water. Wipe down your walls like once a year.
Yeah, especially if he lives in the desert. Dan, would you go camping again with Jess? I would. Last time it was 10 out of 10, so I would try again.
Dora says, I still have to finish painting my bathroom. I need to do the second color. Man.
We got away with not having to paint our bathroom because
they painted it, but they only did one coat, and they did a crappy
What color
coat.
is it? It's this color, right?
It's lighter than this gray. I picked two different grays. We matched, like this whole open part of the house is all one gray, and then the bathroom is a lighter gray, the bedroom's a darker gray. But they only did one coat, so anywhere where we've like bumped into the wall with like the hairdryer or something, it's chipped off and you can see the tan underneath it, which drives me nuts. And they dripped paint onto, the medicine cabinet is teal, and they dripped paint onto it and didn't wipe it off. They did the crappiest job of painting. I am a super meticulous painter. Like, I'm gonna go paint the ceiling, but then I'm gonna go in with a sponge brush and touch up the seam between the ceiling and the wall with the blue and the white, and I'm gonna like touch it up and make sure that it's perfect, because that stuff drives me nuts.
Right, so the roller doesn't touch the ceiling and have different colors up there.
Yes, which she doesn't have popcorn ceilings. So
I will
it's a lot
say, the
easier.
only thing that was really weird about the painters is this is odd, they painted the, what do you call the thing that my hanger...
The closet bar.
The closet bar, they painted the closet bar. 30 years old is so warped. And
they asked if we wanted the shelf painted, and we were like,
right.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and then they painted the closet bar.
That was funny. It was brown,
Why would you
and now
paint
it's gray.
Who puts paint on their closet
I thought
bar?
that was funny.
I am impressed it hasn't chipped off. I thought for sure it was going to chip off with the hangers on it, and it has not chipped off. But who paints the closet bar? Leslie's here. Hi, Leslie. Love you too. Thank you for joining us. It's already vodka time. Ube brownies are in the oven. Jeannie is leaving. Bye, Jeannie. Thank you for joining us. Uncle Yukon said, I wash my windows, but I can't find them for all the dirt and road dust. Oh, I'm really bad at washing windows. That's like, I do the cleaning, like deep cleaning of the rooms regularly, and once a year I try to go through and wash down all the walls. I never wash windows. The curtains are always closed. I never think of it. And then sometimes I'll be outside and be like, oh, the windows are gross.
I pressure wash them when I pressure wash the outside of
you?
the house. Yeah, and I washed your car windows. It was so hard washing the car the other day.
You washed my car windows so well that, no joke, I was waiting to turn, and I looked out the window and was like, why is my window... Oh, my window's not down.
Maybe I found my calling.
It was super clean. Your calling is window cleaning. Did you Windex?
I watched that car wash movie this week with Snoop Dogg and Little Bow Wow.
Did you?
And then I went out. No, I was out there, but it's hard because I have to like get the hood of the car wet and then wash the hood of the car and then get it wet again and like dry the hood of the car and go to quadrants because everything dries so hard.
Yeah, it's so hot and dry you'll get water spots.
Yes. Yeah. So
Well, Leslie with the with the, what's it called, Venmo?
Yes.
Says, love you, Cupcake. Cheers. I love you too. Thank you. I appreciate the support.
Leslie, we're
That
making
means a lot.
ube stuff, and it's purple, and it's the 4th of July.
It's still light out. Don't waste your fireworks.
That's
still
the thing.
It's dark.
I figured it out. There's this diagram of alcohol versus light in the day. And the more I drink, the earlier it gets before I get the same satisfaction of blowing off the fireworks at
Right, they're just
3 p.m. than 8 p.m.
They're just loving the noise. They don't care
But
about
here's
the
the thing
visuals.
that you guys don't understand on the other side of the country. Like, I like smuggled that firework out my butt. Like, I went through a lot. Like, I could go to jail for fireworks more than I could go to jail for weed.
There is
right
literally
now.
a $5,000 fine if you are
choose
caught
to
with
do
fireworks.
it during the day.
Yes.
You know, like, you gotta be illegal at night when it's fun. You know?
In the next town over, you can get
Right.
Safe and Sane. You can get snakes.
That
you can
is
get
not-
sparklers. You can get Piccolo Pete's.
Right, and they're
smoke
bad news.
bombs.
All the
Out here, you are not allowed to have anything.
You can't have anything
No,
in our
you
town.
cannot even have a
So,
sparkler in our town.
At least make it worth it, bro.
Nothing.
At least make it worth it.
Right. Give
You know?
your satisfaction.
Right. Right.
Absolutely. Jess says that Jamie washes the windows once a week or so. You don't even live in Dusty Town. That's impressive.
Who said that?
Jess said that Jamie washes the windows once a week.
Jamie's got this interesting chore philosophy that he's never said out loud, and I don't know if it's true, but I've watched it. We're like, I gotta build up. Like, I see that it needs to be cut out there, and I gotta build my mind up for it. Like, when am I gonna go do it?
Speaking of which, add mowing the lawn to your list. I have to tell Dan at least a week in advance if I want something
Right.
done.
So Jamie goes out there and like he just kind of does it, and then he's fiddling around with something else in the backyard, and then it's just like done. And then like because I'm there for like too many days. Like I'm there for like a half a month, right? Like so I'm checking the mail, looking for my bills.
Jess says nose prints. That's why they have to clean them so often.
That's
That
right.
makes sense.
I'm checking the bills at the house to see what's come for me, and Jamie's back out there again, like mowing stuff. Like it's like a side quest. But for me, like, and my lawnmower kind of sucks. I'm like vacuuming it out there, like it's and I'm holding it like it's a vacuum. But it's so much like different. But also like it's all lush out there, like rewarding.
Right.
And then sometimes when you're sick of it, instead of like walking to the mailbox, you just drive the car to the mailbox. He just gets on the lawnmower car and drives it around. But they have so much lawn. Who was it? It was Megan that posted a picture on Facebook of her new house, and it was so far back that you could Laura Ingalls down the whole thing. There was like a football field of grass there. Like that's so much property.
I was thinking this morning because I go
how
out
do
in the morning.
You have to cut it.
When I leave for work in the morning, I go outside 5 minutes earlier than I need to leave, and I water the grass for 5 minutes. And this morning I was running a little bit late and was like, oh, I'm gonna have to tell him, like, oh, I was out there watering the grass. My little, like, postage stamp size chunk of grass. Like, we have the tiniest rectangle of grass out front that I can stand out there and water it for 5 minutes in the morning. And I'm done.
And still
That's
I hate the yard work.
Yeah, you legitimately have to work yourself up to mowing the lawn.
It's just so much more effort though than like
than not mowing it.
Well, like, look, it's all raining over there and stuff, so it's like free water on the lawn. Like, I gotta go out
Jason
there.
says he never waters his lawn.
No, they don't. Not everything's luscious.
Yeah,
Even
it just grows.
we have the
and it's
most
green.
sucked up bugs over there. Like, I watched this caterpillar that looked like pipe cleaners crawl around on like the thing.
Squirrels.
Yes,
the squirrels look so healthy back there.
They're hydrated.
Yes,
We have
they're
squirrel-
plump, they have these big fluffy tails. Ours look like sad pipe cleaner tails.
Ours
they're
are
all
on
strung out.
Ours are on drugs, and they're like dehydrated, like they're like jerky, like if you put them in a water, they like come alive.
I remember the first time I went out there and saw squirrels. It was like, what is that? Why is your squirrel so fat?
I saw one in Michigan, and it was majestic. Like,
yes.
Like wow, like you're not.
They look like they came out of Cinderella.
Ours all have battle wounds.
Yes.
They all look like Mad Max.
They're all brown, like dirt brown.
All our coyotes look like Wile E. Coyote. Legit.
They're all
Legit.
skinny as hell,
Legit.
running across the road all like, you gotta be scraps.
Yeah, they're like legit. So it is crazy. Hydration. Drink water, yo.
Every time I water the lawn, I try to put a little bit in the gutter because I see the birds flying around and they're all excited that I have water, so I put a little bit in the gutter so they can have a drink in the morning. Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
That's nice of you.
Husky Tails with a super chat says, tip of the host, thanks for being amazing. Thank you for being amazing. If you guys don't know, this shirt is sponsored by Husky Tails. I kind of love it. Thank you for the support, friend. We really do appreciate it. Crystal the Animal Lover says, why do people always do fireworks in the day and then by night it's done? It's ridiculous. Like, do them when it's done,
I'm telling
in the day.
you get
That's what
super
we
drunk
say.
during the day and see if you want to light off fireworks. Because the answer is yes.
They just don't
But like
wanna
I
wait.
said, I don't know if they're illegal there or not in Canada. They seem more responsible than us. But like here, it's so illegal. Like,
I don't think it has to do with responsibility. It
like-
has to do with fire hazard.
one time, like the dude was like in an unmarked car up the street, and then when somebody pulled out the Roman candle, he like drove up the street and got out and like
Yes.
wrote
They
you a
sit and
ticket.
wait.
They sit and wait.
$5,000 ticket.
They sit and wait for Roman candles.
Leslie says her windows get washed in her house when she's having company, and that's by Chris, not me. Yeah, I just never think. I keep the curtains closed. I hate light. Dan likes to get up in the morning and like, let there be light.
That's because I absorb light. You like refract it.
No, I burn. Like, even if the windows are open, I will get burned inside my house. I'm not trying to get sunburned inside my house, so I keep the windows closed. Melissa says, if I'm getting fined $500, not $500, $5,000.
$5,000.
I'm setting off a mortar. Absolutely. Go big. Go big or go home. Don't get a $5,000 fine for a sparkler.
Yes, right. You gotta go big.
Yes.
Just every time I set off a firework in Michigan, I felt like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I was doing something so wrong and it was so good. It was so good.
We're a bit behind on the chat, but just as I can't stop laughing, it's like we live in fantasy forest land.
You do!
Absolutely.
You do, all majestic.
You don't understand the effort we have to go through just to have a green lawn. And we have this grass called Bermuda grass that goes dormant in the winter. So no matter what we do, we have dead grass in the winter. And so then as soon as it starts to not be cold, we're like, hurry up, go out there and water. But you have to go out every day and water, and we have to set reminders on ALEXA to tell her to remind us to put the sprinkler out in the backyard. We don't have sprinklers in the lawn, so we have to manually put the hose out there, and then we have to set a reminder to move it every half hour.
We're wasting good water.
At least every other night.
Free Willy would be mad.
And I think we're back under drought restrictions where you're only allowed to water on like days that start with T or something.
That helps me because I don't care. Like, no, wait, I don't care about the drought. I don't care about the like watering the lawn.
I love having
Here's
green
the thing,
grass.
what I like though, like Jamie walks around and like I walked around a little bit barefooted like on the luscious grass. If he took his Barney Rubble feet here and tried to walk on our grass, it's
No,
like
it
Lego.
hurts.
It's like Lego.
Even with shoes,
it's a bed
like
of nails.
Crunch,
it's
crunch,
right.
crunch, crunch. Oh, it's
every
awful.
time I vlog, I can hear it crunching in the vlogs. I'm like,
so awful.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
starting to green up in the front, and I'm getting happy because I watered for like 2 weeks and it started to green, and then I stopped for a week because I was running late to work every day, and then I started watering again. It is starting to green up.
oh my gosh, it's time.
I don't know if it's time. It said 30 to 40 minutes, so I need to check it. Whew, that is warm.
I cleaned the oven. Look how nice and sparkly it was.
Did you clean the oven or the stove?
Both.
Nice.
Did you see the stove?
I didn't. I saw the stove.
I was scared because it's like, don't get it near the pilot light. I'm like, too late! And then like I dove like MacGruber.
Nice. That crunchy spot on the bottom is gone.
I know, I got it off.
I think we're good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a little brown around the edges.
Okay. Let me
It came out fairly clean.
let me get another camera angle going here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get an Emmy. I want an Emmy for.
It's kind of beautiful.
Okay,
I'm not
I'm
gonna
good
lie.
so far. I'm
kinda
good.
beautiful.
I'm good, and it's cakey dry. Here, let me see if I can take this off. I got this new Amazon Prime Day cable, so we can get up close here.
I marbled.
Oh my gosh, you're like Kat Von D. Look at that.
Kat Von D.
I don't know, it just looks like
with the eyeliner?
It just looks like tattoos.
Don't put your arm in it. You're getting close.
I was. All right. Chris says that looks freaking cool.
It does look freaking cool. I'm impressed. We have to wait for it to cool before we can taste it, though. What's happening out there?
No, it's our neighbor getting his build on it because it's getting nice and
It's
cool
not
out
midnight.
now. All right.
Our neighbor likes to mow the lawn at midnight. I guess it's cool, but whatever. Amanda says, Crystal, that's freaking amazing. It almost looks like your amazing brownies. But yeah,
All right.
I'm impressed. Like,
excited.
I marbled.
Can you touch it with your fingers so we can just kind of visually see what we're feeling here? Is it like cakey?
It is like cakey.
Oh yeah, I see it sponging around.
Yeah,
Perfect.
It did rise up just a little bit.
Yay, that looks fun.
Yeah.
That looks fun.
It smells amazing.
It looks pretty crispy around the edge. Is it supposed to be like that?
Yeah.
I want the crispy part.
Okay. You always get the edges. Blake asked me the other day, I made a cinnamon roll coffee cake, which you can see the remnants of over there, and there was this big square of it left, but I only wanted a little square for breakfast, so I cut a square that was the middle and left the edges, and Blake's like, what did you do here? I hate the edges. I saw somebody post it, I think
that was you? He's trying to blame me for it.
No, he argued with me about it because I did it. I hate the edges. Somebody posted, I think in the Aldi group maybe, or something. I saw it on Facebook. Somebody posted that brownie pan that's all edge brownies, so you just cut squares and it's all edges. I hate that.
Why?
I do not want edges. I want the center of everything. Like, I will cut you guys the edges, and then I will cut me a centerpiece. I don't want any crunchy bits. I want it all to be gushy, mushy, gooey. I don't want edges. I
I'm
don't
a
want
crisper.
crunchy bits.
Give me that crisper.
No. Every day this week I had some of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch coffee cake, and every time I had an end piece, even if it was like just a side and had one end, I was so sad. Like, I ate that part first. I don't want the ends. I want the middle. Always want the middle. Sally M's a center girl too. You're my people. You're my people.
I let the audience vote for my shoes the other day.
Yeah? And how did that turn out?
You'll have to see on the 20. It says the 28th. My order still says processing.
Gotcha.
But they picked some inside shoes for me, and they were very flagrant on the color. But they were very, very much.
Flagrant? Do you know what that
Yes.
means?
Yes.
Amanda is my people as well with the center people. Kathy, Liz, and Melissa all like the edges or corners. Sorry guys, I don't get it. Cyber Husky prefers middles to edges. Yeah, why do you want the crunchy bits? Hannah prefers the middle. So y'all are my people. If there was a way that I could not have edges, which, you know, with two boys in the house, I can do it because I can just cut the middle bit out and that's my bit. You guys can have the edges. The edge of brownies are good if it's warm and covered in ice cream. If it's just for eating, give me the middle. Yeah, because if it's warm and covered in ice cream, the ice cream soaks into it and makes it soft. That's the thing. Nobody wants the crunchy bits. No. Crystal likes the center and middle. Yes, Hannah, I agree with you. I would use the word flamboyant, not, what did you call it? Something else with an F that Vodka doesn't remember.
What do you care? You're probably team not edge anyway.
Yes, flagrant. Flagrant means everybody picked the loud ones. Yes. Melissa's guessing number one. Foxy Koala likes the middles, plus she likes her brownies underdone. Yes, every time I make brownies, I undercook them. That's why I stuck the toothpick in and a little bits came out, not super like wet, but bits came out and I'm like, done. I like the brownies. When I make brownies, I don't think I made those on the show. I make those from a mix. I undercook them, and then like 3 days later, they're still super soft and delicious. They don't dry out a whole bunch. Jess loves the edge pieces. The crunchy part is the best. We're gonna have to agree to disagree, friend. I can't stand the crunchy bits at all.
Oh, that's okay, because that's more for me. That's more crunchy bits for Dan. I ate the crunchy toast.
Shannon agrees with me. Middle and slightly underbaked.
I even ate the crunchy toast today.
You did. I made a sandwich. I made an egg salad sandwich, and I like to toast the bread, but like warm and a little bit crispy. And then I was making the egg salad, and by the time I turned around, the bread was toast. It was brown, crunchy toast, and Dan took it and ate my brown, crunchy toast. Yes, Linda, the only crunch that I like is Cadbury Crunchies. Yeah, pretty much. I don't want edges. I just don't like edges. Thank you, Holly. Yes, don't forget to take a picture for the group. I should take a picture of the whole thing here, and then I will take a picture of the slice. Bear with me while I take my Instagram pictures.
So I was watching hockey.
Yeah?
It is Game 7, right?
Oh my God.
In Florida, winner take all, to go to the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, but semifinals still, right?
Yes, but I don't know what's on the ice there. Can you see those things on the ice? Do they look like lacrosse sticks or rackets or what?
They do look like lacrosse, whatever they're called.
They look like...
I don't know. We don't lacrosse
They
here.
look like something a little bit bigger than a ping pong paddle, and it was giveaway night on Game 7 and the home team won. Every single one of those things is on the ice.
That's so sad.
Look at the ice. You see the ice? Every single one of them is on the ice.
So who's going to the next
It is
round?
now Tristan's Tampa Bay Lightning versus Steve's Montreal Canadiens.
Who's your money on?
So the Canadiens were a small team, and they beat every single.
What do you
big
mean
team.
by a small team?
Small in size. The last place team
Like
barely
physical
made the
size of
playoffs.
each of the players?
Just everything small. Barely made the playoffs.
Wait, no. Physical size of players, or
Look.
like fewer players on the team?
It's a team of Rudies. It's a team of Rudies that have
bunch
now
of
made it to the
underdogs?
finals. So in theory, Tampa Bay should win, but at this point, the underdog Canadians have beaten everybody else. So it'll be fun.
Tristan says edge pieces for the win. I think edge versus middle is the new pineapple on pizza.
I like it.
It's very divisive.
So what's our next step after this?
we're letting this cool, and then we're gonna cut a slice. That's it. It's done. There's no topping. There's no nothing.
Fantastic.
Amanda says, my poor second batch of white chocolate brownies were so raw in the middle. Chris ate his piece, but I threw out the rest. Oh, that makes me sad. They were really, like, when I took pictures, I made sure to try to take the edge pieces, because they did... The
Damn.
time on that recipe was not right.
You had a good streak, though. Like, you had a lot of home runs in a row there, Amanda. So
Yeah, Amanda...
we talk about that.
Amanda's a good baker.
Dang, Amanda, she comes up with those, like, home run
Damn,
thumbnails.
she made
Oh
me
my
look
gosh.
bad.
No, I'm just kidding.
All the time you make my pictures look
we don't say
bad.
that. But you've done some good ones in a row, so good job.
Angie says, so you middlers and us edgers compliment each other. We eat your least favorite part, leaving you what you love more. Yes, that's why I have 2 boys in the house, because they will eat anything and everything, and I can eat the middles. Absolutely. Leslie says, hard toast cuts the roof of your mouth. No bueno. I agree. I want no part of that. Dan loves, like when we make french fries in the oven, Dan wants all the extra crispy bits. I want the mushy, like, not mushy, like soggy, but like I want the perfectly cooked ones that are like a little crispy on the outside. Dan wants all those little burnt bits that got overcooked because they were too small and too thin. So we balance out well. Yes, Uncle Yukon says, toasted toast, not fossilized. Absolutely. Hannah says her dad wants her to make the carrot cake again. Do it! That carrot cake's bomb. I wish more people ate it, because around here, like, only me and Dan eat it. I think Blake, I don't remember if Blake eats it or not. I'd holler at him, but he probably has headphones on. But, like, so much of the carrot cake goes to waste, because my mom doesn't eat it, and, like, I have nobody to give it to.
Carrot cake's my jam, but the problem is that I eat, like, half of it, and nobody else eats the other half.
Yes. Yeah, because we make a full 13 by 9.
I like it when it's really cold.
Yes, yeah. Cold carrot cake with that amazing cream cheese frosting.
That cream cheese is good.
Now I want carrot cake.
Well,
Doris says, Crystal, you are my people. I like my fries that way too. Yes. And Uncle Yukon says no crunchy fries. Jess and Hannah say they like the super crunchy fries.
Yes. So there's a life lesson. Like if Jess and I are hanging out, then like we're just gonna always want the same thing. You have to pair up with someone that's the opposite. So
if you're a soft fry person and a middle brownie person, find yourself a crunchy fry edge brownie person. That's your soulmate.
And then you food trade.
Amanda says, Dan and Crystal, thank you for the compliments. I'm a perfectionist, so if it does not turn out well, I get so frustrated. Me too, friend. We are the same. I get it. How many times do I make something that I'm like, I'm not bringing this to anybody? And it just, like, it goes to waste. I'll keep it here and you can eat it, but I am not showing that off to anybody.
It's been a minute.
Or I'll give stuff to people and be like, look, I brought that chocolate cake to everybody, and I was like, look, I'm sorry, it's not that great. It kind of tastes like coffee. Everybody at work said they couldn't taste the coffee at all. But I apologized to everybody. When I brought the lemon bars to everybody at work, and I apologized to them and told them it wasn't that good. Dude, these are boys, men, whatever you want to call them. They're man children. But, like, you guys will eat anything. You don't care. You're not making lemon bars and chocolate cake. You'll eat anything. You're impressed because it's a dessert and it's free, right?
I'm not particular. There's other, like, dudes that are particular, but I'm not particular, really.
Well, every single guy that I work with is not particular, and they will eat whatever, but it does not stop me from apologizing to him and telling him, like, these are not my best effort at lemon bars. They're a little bit overcooked. I'm sorry, but here you go, have a lemon bar. That's what I do. I get it. Jess says 100% true. Jamie likes the middle brownies, and I like the edges. I love the crunchy fries, and he wants the standard ones. Yep. Leslie says you need a yin to your yang. Yep, absolutely. You gotta have that balance. Dora says that's why I'm still single. I haven't found my opposite fry and brownie person yet. That's what it's all about. If you can't find your opposite fry and brownie person, there's no point in trying with the person.
It's a lot of wasted food.
It's a lot of wasted food. Also pickles. If one of you doesn't like pickles, the other one has to.
I've been getting down on those pickles that...
The Wickles. You've been getting down on the Wickles.
Oh my gosh.
I bought pickle spears, and I have been loving that. You only really get them at, like, delis and restaurants and stuff, the pickle spears, because up until recently, until I bought that jar, I've been putting the rounds, but a lot of them are mushy, and you're my opposite pickle person, because I only eat crispy pickles, and you will eat the mushy bits that are all falling apart and whatever, you don't care.
The more I'm starting to get more particular.
Are you?
Well, I'm starting to realize that crispy's better than...
Absolutely.
And it didn't happen until you gave me that spear this last time, and that spear was mush.
Oh, did I give you a mushy one?
Yeah.
I love the spears because I feel like the pickle inside the sandwich just makes the sandwich soggy. But having that spear on the side, because it has you get the edge in every bite, and it's like the perfect crispiness. Oh man, I love pickles. Pickles. Amanda says yes, or painting as well, so Wednesday paint night will be really interesting. Yes, we will be in the same boat, friend, because when I do paint nights with my friends, I sit there and everybody knocks out their painting, and I'm like, I'm going to finish this later because I'm still doing my particularness. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. I'm nervous because it's like, all you have to do is try to beat my high score.
Of 0, because you've never painted?
Yeah.
You painted that little Angry Birds painting for Blake, but then when you were done, you were like, can you go over this for me? Because you weren't happy with how the edges were.
refused to, though, because... Or did you end up going over it?
I think I did.
Did you?
Because you were really angry about how your edges looked. And I have a really steady hand for, like, straight lines on edges.
It wasn't going fast enough, But I'm excited for this. This will be good. It'll take the full 2 hours.
I'm very interested to see how it turns out.
Me too.
It'll be fun. I think we're playing matchmaker over here with Uncle Yukon and Doris.
We need what's it called when you switch products from Reddit? What were they doing when they were switching stuff? What's it called when you send somebody else something they
Wife
send
swap?
you? Not wife swap. Oh my gosh, Crystal, everybody.
Can I swap you out?
An exchange. Yes, we need a center versus edge exchange where we have like one group that's like, I'll send you all the crust to my PB&J if you send me all the centers, because I'm a crust person.
Yes.
Or like the inside versus the outside of the Oreos. The cream versus the shells, or the crust versus the centers of stuff. Yeah, I agree.
Leslie wanted to know, wait, I saw it. What time is paint night? We got all the materials to do it. I want to know from you, how many of you, are all the girls coming over and painting? How many of you guys are painting with us? I'm curious to know. Paint night will start at 6 p.m. on Wednesday-ish, because I work that day and I have to get ready. But yeah, we should start at 6. I'm hoping we're like ready to go right then. And Melissa wants to know, what utensil do you use to transfer the... I'm trying it again. What utensil do you use on the transfer paper to transfer the picture onto the canvas? Okay, so you don't want to use something that's really sharp because it'll tear through your stencil. I usually use just like a pen cap, honestly. Like we use the Bic ballpoint pens, and they have the pen caps that have a little hole on the top. But basically anything that's not sharp, you could use like a chopstick or not a toothpick because that's too sharp. Just something that like is blunt on the end but narrow. I don't really know.
Grab a chopstick.
Find something close to that.
Yeah, you could totally
Blunt.
use a chopstick.
Like blunt.
Blunt but narrow. You don't want sharp because you want to be able to reuse your transfer paper theoretically in the future.
Light scratches. Can you on the table over there? How hard are you scratching? Light scratching.
You don't have to push hard at all. Not at all. Hannah says, "Ew, crust." I'm saying, when I eat hamburgers or sandwiches, I always eat around the edges first because I hate the crust. But I'm not gonna like cut it off there because then there's less food. So I will eat around the edge and then I'll eat the middle because it's the soft, mushy bit.
Hey Hannah. You can send me your crust.
Doris, yes, absolutely. You can use the end of your paintbrush because that would be blunt and thin. Absolutely, that would work. I never thought to do that. I always get a pen cap out. Amanda says, I am painting. I am trading put AJ to bed night with Chris this weekend so that I can paint and maybe bake on Friday. Awesome.
No, Chris is not going to paint?
I guess not. He's putting AJ to bed.
Fair.
This Friday, is it 4th of July next weekend?
Yeah, I think so. Oh,
We're
wow,
making
okay.
apple pie. So here's the thing. I have an apple pie I've made for years, but if you guys make a recipe for years, sometimes you love it, but sometimes you're like burnt out on it. So the recipe that I use, I actually created. This is one of the few recipes I actually created myself from other recipes that I liked. I wanted I think it's called a Dutch apple pie where you have the crumbly bits on top.
Yeah.
But I liked the mixture on the apples from a different recipe that I used. So I was trying really hard to find a recipe that was my recipe to see if I could find something that looked like it or use the same ingredients. And in doing that, I found a recipe that looked so much more amazing. So we're actually going to try a new recipe. And I know you love my apple pie, but this new recipe looks amazing. It uses brown sugar. It uses oats.
That sounds fun.
I'm excited to try it. Chris says he's finger painting with pudding. #delicious.
That's acceptable. Post your
I'm
pics.
on board.
Post your pics.
Hannah with the super chat says, Crystal and I are more alike than I realized. #not sorry. I'm okay with that. Crystal says, awesome job. Crystal looks delicious. Shall we try it?
I am ready to try it.
Are you ready? Do you want to
yes.
grab Blake and see if he wants to try it?
Yes.
I'm really excited for this. I'm not going to lie. It's really cakey, like from cutting it. It feels very cakey. Ooh, that vodka kicked in good. Megan can't make it to Getting Baked with Crystal because it's her man's grandpa's birthday on the 4th. Aw. Wait. Getting Baked with Crystal's on the 2nd. Because the 4th is a Sunday. Yeah, Yeah, that's different. Can you still not make it? These aren't coming out very easily. Oh my gosh, you guys, these are so purple. Oh, Dan's not here. Hannah with the super chat says, of course you're okay with it. I'm awesome, which means you are too. Absolutely, Fred. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
Can you make this camera happen?
Yeah, I can.
Hannah says, I'll have to make the apple pie, Dad, and I love apple pie. Me too. It's good warm, fresh out of the oven. It's good cold the next day. I'm really excited for this recipe and hope
Crystal,
that it turns out well.
That looks exactly, it looks way better with my eyes, have better color. Oh no, there it goes.
It's purple.
It looks really good in person. It's brighter on this, it's brighter here.
In real life?
Than it is there, but that looks really...
Yeah, it looks more like grayish on the camera.
That looks like it's supposed to look.
It is deep purple here.
Oh my gosh.
Christopher Friend says, vodka shouldn't knife. Hey, I have not cut off a finger yet. Is Blake coming out? Does he want some?
Yeah, but he was killing some sort of dragon in a land far away.
Slay the dragon before you come out.
He'll come out.
That's fine. All right, are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
Oh, I'm so excited. Please be good.
I'm gonna need another bite before I can make my review.
Me too.
You can go first.
It's good, but I wish the ube flavor was stronger.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, it's very cakey.
This is fun.
It's got a super cakey texture, like a good dense cake.
Mm-hmm.
No, Misty Fan named Jen, the flavor is not too strong at all. I would almost use more.
Yes, okay. I'm with you now. Yes, I could use more because it is a little sugar cookie-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really good. But yes, okay, it could use like double ube.
Which approves.
It could use the ube.
Yeah, I'm disappointed it's not ube enough.
Because it's a little bit sugar cookie-ish. But that's really good.
Theo says, I missed it. Did you use the ube extract or frozen grated ube? I used the ube extract and the ube purple yam jam. And it was like a quarter cup of this and a tablespoon of the extract. Once it's cooked, it is a little sugar cookie-ish. It's not super strong. I wouldn't say I don't like it. I just wish it was more. I want more ube flavor.
Can you reach up and just like pull his bed back closer, please? He's been falling off. The last maybe like 2 out of like 5 weeks he's fallen off at the end of the show after the show's over onto the ground. I'm happy with this. This is fun. Blake. It's all swirly.
Mm-hmm. Look how purple. It's super purple.
Yeah, it is. Like you're like Harry and the Hendersons tall.
Hold on, you got some purple in your beard.
Oh, is that from today?
Yeah. Beer and Bug wants to know if the jam tastes like sweet potatoes. No, so the ube doesn't taste like sweet potatoes. It tastes different. Like, I don't know about the fresh ones, but it's not a sweet potato flavor. I don't think I tried just the jam. Let's see.
That is so purple.
So purple.
You like some purple?
A little bit.
It is.
The jam is a little boring.
Apparently, yeah. Do you have purple people eater ton? I do.
Uh-huh. Purple tongues. Theo wants to know, how's the Asian market game in the AV? Actually, pretty decent. We went to
We have Little Tokyo.
The
AV.
no, in the AV.
Right.
We went to that place over on 15th Street.
Yeah, it was on K and like 20th Street. We used to have a full-on Asian market, and then it's bounced around from different locations, so it's halfway decent.
They had a lot of Asian food.
You'll
there,
definitely get all these, like anything canned and stuff like that. And they have some fish in there that are fresh,
But if you go down to Little Tokyo, just an hour and 10 minutes away from here in downtown LA, it's amazing.
It's Little Tokyo.
Yeah, it's Little Tokyo, so you're good to go there. But yeah, you can pretty much get access to just about everything in the Antelope Valley.
I was impressed with how much they had.
But there might be 2 or 3
Theo
places
says
in the
frozen
whole valley.
ube would help with that more taste you're aiming for. They did have frozen
Okay,
ube,
okay.
but I didn't find a recipe that called for that. So I wasn't sure how to substitute,
Yeah.
so I just went with what it called for.
This was our first adventure in it.
Hannah wants to know how many Hawks, Crystals, and Blakes. You first.
Me?
How many Hawks?
I'm going with 3.5 out of 5, only because I know it could be more true to its name. Like right now, Sugar Cookie, it's Sugar Cookie Ube.
It is. I'm disappointed that it's not intense.
And I need that name to flip a little bit, so there's room for improvement. But this is fun. This is good. This is not going to go to waste. It looks cool. It's marbleized. I thought it was going to be overcooked, and it's not. It feels fun. So yeah, 3 out of 5 because there's improvements, and I think we should definitely do something like this again. And Purple Tongue.
What do you think? How many Blakes?
I really don't. It doesn't really taste like anything.
It's just sugar cookie, like boring, huh?
Yeah.
When I tasted the batter, like, let's see, is there?
It's all right. The other day when I asked Blake how he was feeling, he said, "Life just doesn't really taste like anything." Meh. And then he walked off. Meh.
Taste this and tell me if it tastes like Oops All Berries. Absolutely, right? But when you cook it, it doesn't taste like that.
It tastes like.
We like cooked off the flavor.
Does it taste like the ice cream cones at all?
I mean, I don't know. I taste sugar cookie.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Melissa says this jam had a lot more sugar compared to the other brands of jam that were there. This was the only one that they had at ours. It has 10 grams of sugar for a tablespoon, which we used a quarter cup. There's a lot of sugar.
Yeah,
in
where'd you
this,
get yours
absolutely.
at? Where'd you get yours at, Melissa? Like, what's down there? Like, there's a Pier 1 Imports. No, wait, what are those little places that you go and get all the funkies?
Cost Plus World Market.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
one of those down there.
Mouse Queen is here. Well,
Hi, Mouse
I'm a
Queen.
massive deep. I don't know what that means. And extremely late, but we're happy you joined us
Mouse
anyway,
Queen,
even
we
if
have
you're late.
Mouse Queen. Look, we have purple tons. Regis never had a purple ton. I feel like a giraffe. Oh my gosh.
Chris wants to know if it catches. I'm not throwing it here.
I'll giraffe it. Hold on, I have to tuck my hair in for catching.
What? Nope.
It should be Ken Dan catching
Are you picking it up off the floor and eating it?
No, it's still in my hand.
But it was on the floor.
Right, it's got to go back. It's got to go off the floor.
Melissa says definitely buy your stuff in a market. $3.79 for jam compared to $20 on Amazon. Yeah, that's what stopped me and made me go find a local place. I didn't know we had a Asian market like that.
It
I
has
had
pretty
never been
much.
there.
It had pretty much one of everything in there.
They absolutely had all the options.
Yeah.
I did get this on Amazon, and I don't think it was that expensive, but the jam was, so that's why I went and looked.
The other day on the Daily Dan, we were talking about like stuff in the town and blah blah blah. Then I googled the population of the Antelope Valley, and we're like 400 and I don't remember if it's 75,000 people. So we're only like we're a pretty big town, right? And we're right there next to LA, Hollywood area, closer to Hollywood than LA. But like we're right there. So we have access to pretty much everything. Even though it's desert and desolate here, it's still
very. We have like an
there's a lot of
Indian
stuff.
food market,
But, you
like
know,
different kinds of
400
you can
something
get most
thousand
things.
people in the Antelope Valley, which has got to be like triple when we first moved here.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Crystal says, so Crystal, you give it a 3 as well? Yeah, I would say so. I'm disappointed that it's not ube enough.
Okay, right. But
I feel like this is like a neutral ube. Like the shock is all in the purple color and not in the flavor.
But there were 0 negatives at this.
No negatives.
Like no negatives.
I feel
at
like
all.
everybody would like this.
Everybody would like this. We need more ube.
Yes. I will definitely,
But
I have more extract, I have more
can
jam.
I paint it on there or
No.
not? It's okay.
The jam, I tasted the jam, it doesn't taste very ube-ish.
Okay. Yes.
It doesn't have
But
that distinct flavor.
there's-
But I feel like maybe the flavor's in the extract because the batter tasted like ube.
I would think it's
so
in the extract.
it must
okay.
be in the. It says ube flavor.
Right, and maybe
so
the jam stuff's made out of the extract. You know,
maybe
like,
no. I think the jam would be made out of the ubes.
what was it when I dipped my finger in there and I tasted that? That was the bomb.com. It's taken probably.
This is purple yam, cane sugar, buttermilk, salt, and potassium sorbate.
But see, my Life's Wicked Adventure has a good question. I can't stand the regular yam, so maybe I won't like this. Don't think of it as that at all.
It does not
It's
taste like
candy,
regular yams.
It's just candy something. You would never be able to pick out that it was a yam.
No, I love orange yams, sweet potatoes, but it tastes completely different than that. It's got a nutty Oops All Berries flavor. I swear it tastes like Oops All
Right,
Berries.
it's good, it's good. So it's all like positive. Like we need to do more with this, but this was like 1.0 testing. Mouse Queen the Super Chat says, speaking of Reach, y'all better not be skipping on Dantix tomorrow, LOL. Don't worry, Mouse Queen. I got a new motor for our swamp cooler, and I went up and I took the old one out and brought it down, and I hooked the new one up and I put it up there and realized it was the wrong one, so I unhooked that one and brought it down and put the old one back up there so we wouldn't melt, so I could get up this morning to go to the Home Depot so I could get the correct one, so I could take the old one down and then put the correct one up. So I am very, very good.
And you drilled holes to make sure all the
swamp
pads were
coolery.
getting wet,
Yes,
too.
so it is maximum
We
cool
are
in this
good.
house. So I can stump you on Dantix tomorrow. All in the name of Dantix. Yes. So don't worry, we will be live and we will be bringing on the coolness, not even the heat, the coolness tomorrow.
Theo
on Dantix.
says, I don't even like ube, but I love ube cheesecake and cupcakes. And Pluto?
I would love, well, Pluto's in retrograde right now.
That's Mercury, but okay.
I would love to have a factory ube.
She says puto, not Pluto. That's offensive.
Oh, right. I would love to have a factory cheesecake or a factory ube, from the ube factory, from the cheesecake factory, from like.
I will absolutely
I would
always.
love to
If
have
ube
an ube
is an
something.
option, I will absolutely always
Okay,
get it.
how about this? What can we get ube in our town? Is there an ube at Cold Stones or Old Stones or 31 Flavors? Is it ube?
No, and I was all
Where do I
excited.
get an
You know,
ube?
my mom discovered there's a gelato place out here.
Oh yeah?
And they have a ton of flavors, and I was
Oh.
like, for randomly, because I've had ube gelato, I'm like, do they have ube?
Right.
And they do not.
No,
No,
But so where
but
would
they
we
have
get
gelato.
ube? But where would we get ube? Like all of you guys right now. If I said, okay, let's say it was like business hours, 3, 2, 1, ube. Where would you get the fastest ube? And how would we consume it? Is it a boba tea ball? I've never had that.
I can
either.
tell you, I don't know anywhere out here. We would have to go to Hollywood, and there's a little, like, it must be Filipino or Japanese or it's some sort of Asian little ice cream place that I was talking about before that has the 4 flavors, and one of them is ube.
Okay. So yeah,
That's the closest place I know for sure.
Have you ever had the thing where you pierce the things and there's the balls and the stuff from there, like the boba tea balls?
No, I don't like the texture.
I've never tried that either. One day we'll have to try that. I've never tried
Blake,
that either.
when we had the frozen yogurt place out here, Blake would always get the boba balls on there. I think I tried one and was like, no, I don't like that texture. I don't want that.
Mouse with the super chat, digging the purple Tunzo. Me too. Mine's starting to
Still
fade
purple?
from all the crap I'm talking, so I'm gonna have to eat some more of this ube brownie, cheesecake brownie.
I don't know how far behind we are, but Anna said, you guys gonna eat the brownie or are you just gonna let us stare at it? We were letting it cool down. If you haven't seen us eat it yet, refresh. I mean, I guess at this point, if you're seeing me say that.
I
then
don't know how far up
you've seen me
the
eat it?
chat you are.
I don't think I'm that far up. I saw Katie was in here. Katie said ube has a distinct flavor you cannot describe, but it is so delicious. Absolutely. And it's not distinct, like, unique. It is unique, but it's not, like, weird. I feel like it has mass appeal. Right?
Just
I
the
guess you
color
don't really know
alone is
from
worth it. Look
this,
at.
but-
Come on, you tell me the kids don't love that. Like,
Right.
at least make it for your kids so you can have purple tongue. You can call it purple tongue stew. Like, oh look, I'm making purple tongue stew. I want some more purple tongue stew right now. Oh, but it's a middle piece.
Theo says, I'm Filipina, and I can't even describe ube. Yeah, it doesn't, the best thing, like, I looked into it, because I've always said it has kind of a nutty flavor, and when I looked it up online, every description I saw said vanilla-y and almond-y. So it's kind of nutty and kind of, like, I don't know how, it doesn't compare to anything else, but I feel like it has mass appeal. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, that's weird. Like,
fun for
it's
your
good. Yeah, it's good stuff. A lot of people in here have said they either haven't heard of ube or they just heard of it but haven't tried it.
Oh, they heard of it today.
Yes, a lot of people only heard of it today. Absolutely, if you guys find ube as an option, try it. Like, if you're at the little ice cream store or gelato store and they have it, ask for a sample. Try it out. I promise it's not a bad flavor at all. It's really good. Amanda says, Chris has crashed and burned. Aw. Mouse with the super chat says, Hannah, you gonna be ready? Y'all still having that battle? Mouse with another super chat. Thank you so much for the support, friend. We do appreciate it.
I'm excited though because I don't know. Maybe we'll like move another to like over here to do it, so it's
Yeah,
just
you
like
wanna
more.
rotate?
Yeah, we're gonna rotate tomorrow. I'm thinking about doing it from the kitchen.
Look how bright it is in the kitchen. Look at
It is very bright in here. I'll give you
Maybe
that.
we'll do it from a different place, so it'll be more exciting. It'll be exciting tomorrow, even though the background's the same color.
Y'all won't notice
But
the
thanks for the
difference.
super chat, Mouse Queen.
Mouse says, I've been binging a bunch of Millionaire while working on my artwork. It's done now, and I'm ripe for some trivia. I'm telling you. Well, you don't need any tips to win. Everybody else, if you want to win Dantix, binge Dantix. It's all the same questions, just rotating through.
We should put on Millionaire. I want to see how many questions on the episode I'd get right. I'm good for like 2 on
How
Jeopardy.
many episodes do you get on Dantix?
I'm good for like 2 on Jeopardy, but like you lose money for every wrong answer, so like I'm so in the red. But like if I get like 1 per commercial break, right, I'm like so jamming. But the older I get, the more I get right.
Yeah. Theo says, Crystal, you don't like tapioca boba. Have you tried the bursting bubbles like strawberry or mango or lychee? Lychee, is that how you say that one? Lychee, I think that's how you say it.
I think so, I forgot.
Or coconut. No, I don't like...
Those all sound fun to me, but I've never like...
I don't know how that compares to a tapioca boba, but I don't like slimy things.
I heard they were too. I've never been to a place where like that's like the option.
At the frozen yogurt place, because Blake would always put scoops of it on there, and he loved that, but I couldn't with it. It would pop in your mouth.
They seem like the bath bubble, the bath things.
Yes.
That I was like, can I have that? And my mom was like, no, you don't put that in your mouth, and don't put potpourri in your mouth. Hey, look, I'll tell
had to
you,
be told.
don't put potpourri in your mouth. My mom was so into potpourri. How into potpourri was she? We go to these little like bodega-y places where like those stuffed bears were there sitting in, everything was just potpourri and bags and jars, and it was all just sacks of potpourri that 20 years later it looked like dust on the top of your potpourri sack.
Did she have the ongoing pot on the stove?
No, what?
My mom would always have potpourri on the stove.
No, we were Mexican shit. Albondigas going on the there.
No, my
or
mom.
menudo.
My mom would have
We did-
like the tiny single little pot on the stove, and you just have it on like simmer.
no burner
And
was
then
left open.
you have water and potpourri, and then your house smells like potpourri.
No,
Now
she
she has
had
like
sacks.
Scentsies and sprays
It
all
was-
over the house. But back in the day, that's what happened.
Everything was maroon and off-white, like dingy. And so then one time I was just like, whoop! And I grabbed a bunch of it like it was dry trail mix. I was like, blah, 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 blah. It was bad. I spit it all over the place and in the toilet. It was so bad. So yeah, don't try the potpourri. It's bad.
Katie says Filipino puto is very good. I like the flan puto. I have no idea what that is.
When you come back here, you might have to like show us.
Yeah, can you make us some Filipino desserts? Is that is puto a dessert? Melissa says at the market they had ube jam that was lighter in color and contained coconut strings inside.
Okay,
No,
that's a
thank
variant.
you. No, I'm good. Mouse says, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I don't have a good place to share officially, but if I send a DM in Facebook, can y'all share here? Yeah, or you can just send it, are you part of RFS Dan and Fam on Facebook? You can share, I feel like everybody here is part of that group, so you can do that, or you can message it to Dan.
Okay.
You have your phone handy?
Yep.
BRM Bug says, do Dantix from the bathroom like that episode of Happy Days. I don't know what episode of Happy Days. Nancy says Google said Trader Joe's has ube ice cream. I haven't seen. Our Trader Joe's is, look, we have the next town over, and it's like 20 to 30 minutes to get there. But where the Trader Joe's is right by the mall. And I don't know if your guys' malls, if you have one in your town, are like this, but it's just like this cluster of traffic where like it takes 15 minutes to get there and then 15 more to get through that area. So like you plan that. Like, okay, I have to go to the mall area. I have like 4 stops to make over there.
I can go during the week during jegging hours.
During what?
Jegging hours,
Jegging?
which is like between open and like
see,
11.
like Trader Joe's is my jam, and I used to go all the time. I used to have Fridays off from work, and I used to love to go to Trader Joe's, but I haven't been in forever, and there's been lines outside.
Oh, here's how Mouse Queen's art.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's the one we saw last week that was like sketched out and not all the way colored, huh? Nice. You're pretty damn talented. I'm impressed.
I like the legs on the chair.
That's what you're impressed with. She's got all these fairly like realistic to scale dogs in the picture.
Yep, and all you guys can like that part.
And you like the chair.
Nobody else does. I do. I think that's the cool part.
Fair enough.
I'm down.
BRM Bug wants to know where I am on Jell-O. Not a fan. Not a fan at all.
I'm down for Jell-O. I am down for Jell-O pudding pops. Oh my gosh, the best of all the pudding pops. And I'm also down for the Jell-O that's like when I grew up, Jello only came
Why
in.
are you sideways?
Because you're probably gonna shove me out of here. Jello only came in like fruit, and then like now that I'm older, it comes in banana and chocolate, and that's so awesome too.
That's pudding.
But it's still like Jello blocks.
No. Jello is like gelatinous, like Jello. That's different
Right.
than Jello pudding. You always confuse the two. It's different.
I'm a fan of all those boxes that look the same that I'm confused about. So good.
Linda wants to know if we like the Angel Delights that she sent. Yes, because that's a pudding. That's
What? The packets?
yes.
Yes, that was good.
That's a pudding. That's not gelatin Jello. That's a pudding.
And
It's
it was
different.
It was fun. It was like fluffy and like fun. It was
Yes.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
it's different than our Jello pudding. It's got a fluffier, airier texture to it. Theo wants to know how far Santa Clarita is from us. About 45 minutes. It's a day trip for sure. Like my mom and I will plan a day to go down there and go shopping and stop at like 4 or 5 different places.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's like 45 minutes. It's like you pass it to go to everything. Like it's between
Yes.
us and LA.
Katie sent the picture
Yes.
of puto flan. Is that why is it puto? That's a bad word in Spanish.
It looks like regular flan, but I'm sure it's different. It looks fun. It looks like happier. It looks like happier versions of those Halloween candies that I hate.
The candy corn.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of flan. Which it's funny that it's puto flan
But this
because
one's
flan
like-
is Hispanic and puto is a bad word in Spanish.
2 tablespoons of butter melted, 4 egg yolks, 1 can, 14 ounces of condensed milk, 2 cups flour, 2/3 cups of sugar. So far, I'm making pancakes. Like, this is a lot of my pancake ingredients.
Theo says, I'll send you pics of flan puto if I make it this weekend. Oh, post it in the Facebook group. We would all love to see that. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here, guys. Mouse of the Super Chat says, that chair was a royal pain to draw and get the proportions right, but I'm
See?
glad it came out so well. So she must really appreciate that you like that.
Well, you probably draw animals 10 times more than you draw chairs, so good job. I appreciate the chair.
Tristan says that gelatin is boiled bones. Jello is gross. Yes, you can find, like, vegan, vegetarian, whatever, gelatin substitute, I guess?
Oh, I would.
You just knocked the brownie out of my hand to try to hug me.
Dang, I not like only that. Like I like knocked it out like it was basketball. This is why there's no PDA. There's a strict no PDA rule here, and this is why.
Well, I guess that piece is yours with all the cat hair on it.
Oh my gosh, it's like a Katamari ball. No, don't show him
You
that.
would think we never sweep. I
No.
just sweeped and Swiffered the floor last night. Literally last night.
Oh my gosh, what is my life? Oh my gosh.
Oh, Katie said you're exposing my number and you don't even have my name saved. Rude. Dang.
Did I really?
Yeah, you put her number on blast and you didn't even save her name in your phone?
Sorry.
Does he even know your kids' name? What are her kids' names?
Hold on, one
No,
crisis at
what
a
are her
time.
kids' names? What you got?
One crisis
No,
at a
you
time.
don't remember. I remember your kids' names.
Hold on, one crisis at a time. We'll get in trouble for this.
Mel Shade wants to know if I'm making a calendar schedule for July. Yes, we are working on that. And where can we send you photos of our paintings after they're done on Wednesday? In the RFS Dan and Fam Facebook group. Make sure you're a part of that. I think we're going to make a post so everybody can post in the comments so we don't like spam the whole group with all those pictures. We'll make one post and everybody can post it in the comments. Mouse Queen with a super chat says, couldn't put in a certain animal without including his chair. True. What is she? Jess must have said something here. Jess wants broken glass salad. Doris asked what that was. Jess says it's a Midwest thing, or so I've been told. Google broken glass Jello salad. I have never heard of such a thing. That is not a West Coast thing. Broken glass Jello salad. Oh, okay, so you like make Jello and cut it up into bits? And then put it in some more Jello?
Oh, I don't know. I'm suspect. That looks awfully close, like to the sister of fruitcake. I don't know that I've ever seen that. That's kind of beautiful.
It's interesting. Yeah, I don't think I've ever
That
seen that.
looks like
It's-
hard work.
It's certainly not a California thing.
That looks like hard work. Oh my gosh.
Yes. It looks like you have to make a bunch of Jello and then cut it into bits, and then make more Jell-O with
This
your bits in
looks like the equivalent of the suicide where you would take your drink cup and get a little bit of every fountain drink.
it. Except that when you're done,
It's just brown.
you have to make more.
Yeah, and when it's done, it's just brown.
Yeah,
in
so
your cup.
look. You make batches
What?
of Jell-O.
What?
Then you cut your Jell-O into bits and you pour it into your like baking pan, and then you
What?
make what is this bit?
Look how I love it. Look how like that's extreme Jell-O-ing.
It's unflavored gelatin
That's extreme Jell-O-ing.
that you pour over the top to then make
But why is it white?
gelatin with bits of your Jell-O in it.
That is some sort of trippy, like
Who thinks of these things?
The Matrix, Inception, Inception.
Jelloception?
Jelloception. I love it, but oh my gosh, that's tedious. All right, I'm gonna put my hands.
Yeah, stay back. I'm gonna just keep it over here so I can actually eat it. Leave me alone.
You have to add sweetened condensed milk. Okay, so that changes
That's
the
what makes
flavor
it
of it.
white.
Oh, I wonder if I like that or not, because now milk. Okay, so like the milk's fine, but there can't be chunks in the milk
No.
because milk chunks means bad milk to me.
Sweetened condensed milk is not the same as milk because it's sweetened and condensed. So it's different. If that makes sense.
Midwest has all the Jell-O salads that just.
Yeah, y'all do. Jason's wife Sandy always makes it's like pretzel and strawberry Jell-O and Cool Whip, I think.
That's like.
My mom said she ate it and it was amazing.
That's like stoner snacks.
Right? Like, what do we have in
like-
here? I don't know. I got some strawberry Jell-O. I got some Cool Whip and some pretzels.
Zoinks!
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh my gosh. I would try it, BRM Bug. No, I'm all about it. That sounds like fun. It's so freaking good. That's fine. But like, I don't want to create. I don't want to create it. Mouse with the super chat. I wouldn't mind a purple ton for the sake of some side cookies. Some side cookies slash brownies. Ube? Did the ube turn to side maybe?
I don't know.
Is this purple? Is this purple still? Wait, you can't put another color over it.
It's still purple.
You're gonna have gobstopper tongue. You're gonna have gobstopper tongue.
Jess says the strawberry Jell-O and pretzels is amazing. Doris says, yeah, because we have all the potlucks to bring them to. That's not really a thing out here. We don't really potluck.
Dude.
Like, I'm always expecting
Like-
to bring a dessert because I bake.
Right, because out here, like, you say pot, and then there's the
Like,
period.
Lucky pot, what?
Period. But, like, yeah, it's not as much, but that
It's
sounds
not really
good.
a thing
right.
to have potlucks out here.
Right, so you have to bring, you have to bring something to impress Edward Scissorhands. Oh my god.
Mel says yes, she did get auto-corrected. She did mean ube.
Yeah, I love it. I love ube because of purple ton.
Yeah, that's enough to win you over. It's not
That
bad for
made
sure.
it go from a 3 to a 3 and a 5 to 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.
Is the purple tongue.
It's good. I'm not mad at it, but I wish it was more ube flavored. I'm disappointed that there wasn't more flavor to it.
Hand out the hard-hitting questions. Crystal, does vodka still taste like chemicals?
No, that has worn off, but certain other things, the coffee still smells like chemicals at work. But when I made the coffee here for that chocolate cake, was that last week we did chocolate cake? It didn't smell like chemicals. So I'm wondering if it's either the brand, they use Folgers at work, but I don't drink it, but I hear they make it super, super strong and it's bitter. So I wonder if the strength of the coffee or the brand of the coffee. But every time I go, it's in the middle part of, like, our office is a long rectangle, and in the middle part is the kitchen. Every time I go through there, even if there wasn't freshly made coffee, it still smells like chemicals in that whole center section to me.
Oh, that's not
they
fun.
make coffee 2-3 times a day. So absolutely, coffee is still disgusting. I would say food is still not 100% for me. I'm still not back to 100%, and certain things still taste a little bit off, but definitely not as bad as it was like a month ago. So we're getting back to normal-ish. Doris says, the West Coast has different versions of pot. Yeah, absolutely. Jess says Snickers salad is another amazing.
Oh my god, look that up. Mouse with the super chat says potluck is a Southern Baptist thing. Well, you know what? Sign me up because potluck is the best. Anytime I would go to like a company picnic or anything, and I would see all the new strange food, and I'd get too much of it. Oh my gosh, it was so fun, so fun.
Okay, so I can tell already by looking at this, it's probably a bunch of whipped cream. Mm-hmm. I don't like whipped cream.
Let me see.
I'm getting there. I'm getting to the ingredients. Okay, so here's the picture.
Well, we weren't kidding. It's really Snickers.
Yeah, we're like cutting up Snickers. This one
Okay.
is Snickers and apple. I don't know if that's the same
Watch
one
out, you
she's
ain't
talking
giving up
about.
phone numbers.
A package of vanilla pudding, a cup of milk to make the pudding, Cool Whip, 5 apples, 5 full-size Snicker bars, grapes and strawberries.
Okay, so minus the Snickers, it's like our
It's a fruit salad?
It's our ambrosia salad and stuff like that. Those Snickers look like almost frozen and amazing on there. I'm in, but this
I don't like Cool Whip. I don't.
okay,
do not like whipped cream, Cool Whip, any of that.
Cool Whip. Now, okay, when I'm a kid, I would ask for the ambrosia salad. My mom would take the fruit cocktail. She would drain it. But, like, you gotta really drain it. And then she'd put the Cool Whip in there, and then, like, it'd be okay for right at Thanksgiving. It'd be okay, right? But then, like, when you got to the bottom or later when you came back, it all deflated, like one of those, like, foam parties that are over. And then, like, it's water on the bottom. No disrespect, like, that's what happens. So you have to, like, get down on it quick. Otherwise, you're stuck with, like sea level. And no one wants sea level there. But that sounds fun. I had never heard of this before. Have you? Like with the Snickers in it?
It sounds vaguely familiar. I've certainly never tasted it.
My Life's Wicked Adventures can't stand Cool Whip. Yeah, I get it. He sounds like a jerk. But enjoy Ready Whip, who seems like, he's always on guard. So I get it, yes.
I'm not down
do
for any
you
of
guys like
Sultanas
or raisin? And I've never heard that word before until now. So I don't know what a raisin is. But a sultana, I don't know what a sultana is.
You know what a raisin is.
But I know what a raisin is. Yeah, I don't mind. Like, I like yogurt raisins.
Sultana is a white, oval, seedless grape variety.
I'm not allowed to admit. What's that?
A white, oval, seedless grape variety. I absolutely hate raisins.
I would try it. I don't mind them. They've always been fine with me. I like the yogurt ones or the chocolate ones. But yeah, they're fine.
Mouse in the super chat says, so I actually stand incredibly corrected. So I guess potluck is not a southern thing. That better not come back to bite me on Dantics.
Maybe I should write that up as a question.
Yeah, I think lots of people do potlucks, but it's certainly not popular here. It's a churchy thing for sure. Churches do it a lot. I know that. Like when I attended church back in the day, like it was a church thing.
Yeah, okay.
You know what it is? It's a large gathering thing. I don't want to cook a bunch of food for everybody, so you bring this and you bring that and you bring this. It cuts down the costs, basically.
Yeah, oh yeah. They're fun though.
The Perfecto 39, Kathy sent a super chat. Thank you for the support. Great show. And Devin sent you a text message.
Oh, okay. No, I'll go.
Because I don't think I got a text message. I think that was you. Sophia says you guys need to try s'mores cones. I've seen those and they look really good. Do you make them in the? I think you do them camping, don't you? Like you wrap it in foil and do it when you're camping. Jess says, "Yep, that's why we had a potluck wedding. We were broke, and the family and friends helped us pull it off." Absolutely. Tristan says, "I grew up Southern Baptist. Never had a potluck outside of church. Yeah, it's definitely a churchy or large gathering thing. So I don't. Like I said, I always have to bring a dessert because people expect me to bring like cookies or cake or something." Like to any event I go to, but I don't know if I've ever even been to a potluck. I don't go to a lot of parties. I don't get out much. I don't have a lot of friends. Hannah says every gathering in my family was a potluck. Yeah, I don't think my family ever did that. I need you to take over.
Yes. All right, I got your message, Devin. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Too bad you couldn't come eat some purple yam jam stuff and have purple tongue like me. I hope it doesn't go away. I hope it stays forever. I hope it's like what's the tattoos that you get at the Renaissance festivals that don't last all forever? Like it's like that. I hope it's like that. I hope it lasts like forever. Yeah, I don't know, Anna. I don't know what those are. Like I should try some. Those don't sound like a Southern California thing. Henna. Yes, it's like, I hope it's like a henna and my mouth is going to be purple. Oh, tomorrow, let's not, like, if you guys remind me on Dantics, we should eat a piece when the show starts so I can have purple thunder in the show.
It's still purple.
It's like George the Animal Steel. It is so purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. We were hoping that it was like a henna tattoo. Not henna tattoo. I didn't remember the name at first, but I got it now.
I see that because there's 15 hennas on the screen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, y'all hooked me up here. Thank you, Hannah.
Anna's asking about the sultanas. I don't know what that is.
I don't. Can we find?
I looked it up. I don't know what it is.
Oh, I don't know if we get we don't. I'm sure we have them out here. It's like we have. It's California, so we have one of everything for sure.
It says it's a white oval seedless grape variety called the Sultanina. Thompson seedless, Lady de Coverly and oval fruited kishmish. So
oh, kishmish. Now I know.
it looks like golden grape, but see, these aren't golden. I don't know. It's.
I
Look,
feel like these come
it's
in my...
a variety of grape. I like grapes. I don't like raisins.
I feel like they come in my trail mix sometimes when I get some trail mix. Like, it just depends. Like, when I try to be brave and get the ones without the M&Ms in them, you know? Like those ones.
I don't.
Right.
I don't eat any sort of raisin. I hate the texture of a raisin.
I never think... I'm not
gross.
a texture person. The only time texture really ever tripped me up in my recent memory is when I ate the beets at Jess's house. The texture almost got me. You guys saw that.
You were so grossed out
That was
by
so
that.
hard. And before that, the last time is when you tried to give me cottage cheese. You gave me about a...
Yeah, you
bite
don't
of-
like cottage cheese.
No, because it registers as a milk product and there's chunks of milk, and that alarm goes off in my simple brain that says chunks of milk mean bad milk.
This is bad.
So
Don't
yes,
eat it.
so those are the only two times in maybe the last 20 years that I can even remember having a texture effect to me.
Right. Aaliyah says, I don't like any dehydrated fruit. You know what? I bought
I'm okay with that, but
I
like,
bought pineapples, dried pineapples, and I was surprised you didn't like them.
it's hard because here's the thing. I like dried fruit, but you got to think of it this way. Like, I'm already running low on water, and then I gotta give the water back to the fruit, and then I eat the water, and then I get the water back. It's such like, it's so backwards. Like.
I like dried fruit better than real fruit.
But I'll eat
I like dried
sometimes.
mango. I like
fruit, but the fruit's sugary.
banana
All
chips.
Banana chips, yes. I eat a lot of banana chips.
I
too.
love the dried pineapple. I've been snacking on it at work, but biting into it, the sound that it makes is so fleshy. Like, it makes me think I'm biting through flesh. It's weird. Mouse of the Super Chat says, take notes because this will likely be on the test. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. She also says she's okay with raisins on their own, but not in cookies or bread. No, I don't want any raisins on anything.
I like the bread that you get at the store that's in the purple bag, really up high on the high shelf, and it's like cinnamon raisin.
The sun-made raisin
Yeah,
bread. Okay,
that's
I
good.
hate raisins. I love that raisin bread.
That's really good.
I feel like the raisins get so soft they don't have that weird textury bit. I will absolutely eat that sun-made raisin bread. I agree with you, Hannah, 100%. She says trail mix is just M&Ms with obstacles. Absolutely.
That's
My
a good
favorite
one,
trail
M&Ms
mix.
with obstacles.
Mouse Queen also says truer words have never been said. My favorite trail mix. There's an apple pie flavored one that I don't know if they still have it, but the gas station on the corner had it, and it had like dried apples, which were my favorite bits, but then it had like peanuts, white chocolate chips, and caramel chips.
Okay.
Amazing.
Those sound good.
Absolutely amazing.
Those sound good. But I don't know. How many times have you been to a potluck?
That's what I was saying. I don't recall ever being at a potluck ever.
Right. Yeah. So I'll eat dehydrated fruit.
Wait, did you just go from dehydrated fruit talk to potluck back to dehydrated fruit?
Yeah, I didn't go anywhere, so I was like onto the.
Fair enough.
Onto the
Nancy says dried cherries, especially Michigan cherries, are great. Don't like the texture of those.
Those are good. I'm okay with those.
I've taken Blake. We used to go all the time, like after work. We would run down to the farmer's market, and he would always get like dried apples and dried cherries and stuff. He loves that stuff. I can't. The texture's wrong. I'd rather eat a fresh apple than a dried apple. I can't. Just can't.
What's on the agenda next week? What are we doing next week?
Apple pie.
That's right. Oh no, apple
Because
crispy apple.
It's apple crisp pie.
Apple pie new to me.
Yes,
And you.
It's looking at the ingredients. It sounds like it's going to be better than what I usually make because it has
Right.
brown sugar in it, which makes everything better.
Mm-hmm.
And oats in the. I like the crumbly top, not the pie crust top.
Yeah.
And this one has oats in it, so it looked really good. I'm really hoping it turns out good because it's apple pie for America weekend. America.
Yeah. So it's something that we've nailed before many times, but we are putting a twist on it. So there is going to be some sort of. I'm curious.
I'm bored with my recipe. It's like my macaroni and cheese recipe.
Right.
Like, it's good, but I'm bored with it and I want something different.
Where are we taking this to? Nowhere, right? Are we staying home that Sunday and Monday?
My mouth. I don't know. I was asked if I'm going to go to my mom's, and I'm not really sure. There's definitely, if we want to see fireworks, my mom was in the next town over.
Man, last year it was popping off. Remember that?
It was insane.
I don't know if Topo's going to be down for it. I'm down for hiding out for 2 days.
3. I have Monday off.
Yeah, can we just hide out? No, we'll have statics on Saturday.
No.
Oh, do we on 4th of July? Is that planned?
4th of July is Sunday.
So the 3rd of July. Okay, right on. So it'll be, okay. Yeah, I know
So
that'll
the
be.
second will be making.
That'll be fun. We're gonna put some sparklers in my hair.
That's not safe.
Uh-huh.
Also, sparklers aren't allowed in this town. Jonathan Michael says, hello, I'm from your Twitch watching you on Facebook. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Mouse with the super chat says oatmeal raisin cookies that look like chocolate chip cookies are the reasons I have trust issues. Absolutely.
But
Abso-freaking-lutely.
the ones from Costco are really good. The ones from Costco are good.
Your mom popped up in the chat. I don't know if you saw this. She says, "Hi kids, your sheet cake looks pretty. It's not sheet cake, Ma. It's brownies." Look, it is very cakey.
My
I will
mom
give you
just
that.
Dabbed all over you.
Ew, Uncle Yukon says, "I don't like apple pie with raisins in it." Who the hell do you know that puts raisins in their apple pie?
Like the 50s.
Don't eat anything they make.
The 50s.
Do not eat anything they make. Melissa wants to know if they do any overhead fireworks out there. I don't think so. We'll see what happens this year. So, back when I was a kid, and even like when Blake was a kid, Palmdale High School used to do it. So the next town over at the high school, which is like 2/10 of a mile from my mom's house.
Oh, right. So you got good.
We would go stand, like my mom's house is 2 houses in from the corner, so we would just go like walk down to the corner and like there's the big fireworks show. We didn't have to go anywhere.
Oh, okay. In our town, we had the fairgrounds right
The
here.
fairgrounds used to
And
do
I
it.
lived a couple miles away, so we could go up on our roofs and see it.
Yes, but I don't think they did it last year.
They did not do it last year.
Everything was canceled
They usually
last
do
year.
it at the Jethawks minor league baseball stadium.
Former Jethawks.
Probably
Minor
gonna,
League Baseball
yeah,
stadium.
it's gonna be a church soon, I'm sure.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
So, like that's fine. So I don't know if they're shooting them off from there this year. We'll have to look here. I'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure out what's going on.
I'll figure that out,
We'll
but-
update you guys next week. But
Yeah.
are we ready to wrap this up?
We are. That was a lot
Thank
of
you
fun.
guys so much for watching us make some ube brownies. I hope that you are brave enough to try some ube. I promise you.
Melissa was making it along with us.
Oh yeah, Melissa, how did
Did
yours
you-
turn
did
out?
you-
What did you think? I
Yeah,
don't
did
think I
you
saw
post a
her.
pic? Let me see if
say anything.
Is there anything for approval in your group?
You tell me.
Okay, I got you. Hold on.
Okay. There's something there. But anyway, again, ube is not a super weird flavor. It's just unique. It's good. I hope that you guys are brave enough to try it. If you do see it in a mochi, an ice cream, a cookie, I don't know what else it's available in, but please be brave enough to try it because I promise you that it is good. Thank you all for joining us in our purple deliciousness. It's not a sheet cake, it's a brownie. But it's delicious and it's kind of cakey. If you guys want to see what we're making next week, like I said, it is an apple pie, but I will post the ingredients list on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you're a part of the Getting Baker Crystal group. Follow Getting Baker Crystal on Pinterest. That is where I post all of the recipes there before the show. Melissa effed hers up and added the ube to the cream cheese, so no swirl for her, but they tasted good. As long as they taste good, that's all that matters. No worries. Oh, like the half that you saved, like aside, you added that to that? Oh, boo. I'm sure it didn't ruin the flavor, though. It's still got that going on in there. I don't know what you're doing.
Hold on, wait.
Wait, what? Like, be quiet?
No, go ahead. Make move.
Okay, I don't know what I was waiting for.
I have the mouse.
Gotcha. Okay, you didn't give me enough words. Well, anyway, thank you guys all for joining us tonight. It was fun to hang out with you guys. We appreciate all the support. Share with your friends, all that good stuff. Join us tomorrow night, 6 p.m. for Dantix. Call in, answer some trivia questions, and Wednesday night, paint night. Join us and see how that goes. I'm interested to see how Dan's and how my own turns out, and how all your guys' turns out, whether you paint the mushroom or not, anything else.
I'm curious to see the camera angles I'm going to have to figure out how to come up with it.
We might have to work on that this weekend. Anyway, we'll see you
Bye,
guys tomorrow
everybody.
night. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Enjoy your purple tongue,
Bye.
Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, for making it along with us. It was fun.